to the house of the just free God. Reece cracks the match. Josiah fans the flame. Temple brings the hammer down. Say the names, say the names. House of the just three guys. Kick the door and the echo rise. Weekly still take a dark rise. Josiah, Temple, House of the just three guys. Left in the dark when the dead all die. Trapped inside once a chaos cry. This is your warpath life. Hot takes swing like a barbed wire belt. Truth inside like the pain you felt. Three sharp tongues at a crooked table. Tear down this brick by brick. Unstable. House of the just three guys. Kick the door and the echo rise. Weekly still take a dark rise. Josiah, Temple, House of the just three guys. Left in the dark when the dead all die. Welcome back to the wrecking light. This is your house and life.
Good evening, one and all. Good evening, good evening. Your souls are worth nothing except entertainment. That's my attempt at a Dracula accent, and generally it sounds better than most fucking people, but hey ho. It is me, Reece, welcoming in. Good everyone. Hope you're all doing well. Good evening to Josiah. Temple will be here when he's ready, of course, which is completely fine. Thank you, Maria. Appreciate it. The intro is absolutely great. But that was a combined team effort. We all did this, but why are we here? We're not here to prove the theory of relativity, although that would be awesome. We're not here to prove that WWE is good, because we can't. We're not here to prove that Josiah is a happy man, because he's not. And we're not here to prove that I have a soul, because that left years ago. What we are here to do is to, one, make Josiah laugh, because Josiah's a funny guy, and he got to watch England get beat last night and get paid to do it. You've got me on here to have fun with you beautiful people, have some fun, talk some wrestling. Temple will be here about 8 o'clock because he's having something to eat. You'd think for a chef that he would have known when it's appropriate to eat, but I suppose that just shows that the man is a busy man, and he is a busy man, so that's a light-hearted joke. And of course, we're also here to prove that when it comes down to it, really important, when it comes down to it, there's 3 consistent things in life: pro wrestling, life, and Billy can't win a quiz. Had to get that one in there, so there's a salute to all. But it's good to see everybody. Welcome in tonight. We're going to do our Sakura Genesis predictions. We're also going to have a bit of fun because we're going to do whatever you guys like in the chat. Topical questions, any reactions. We might do a rebooking. Whatever you guys want, we'll do it. But I am the embodiment of chaos. I am, as Maria says, the son of darkness. I'll take that. I am the host that gives people what they want. And I give you Josiah, my co-host. How are you, my friend?
I'm pretty well today, thank you.
Glad to hear it.
It's good to be back and good to see everyone here as well.
Welcome in, Candice, a new viewer. Hope you're well. I hope you don't get offended by the weather. Oh, I am so very sorry to hear that. Well, here's one just for you. Remember, in life, the most important thing is the memories you treasure. So let the memories of you and your son hold true, and he will always be with you. There's one for you. Just for you. Oh, that's a fact. Or as Walrus would say, it's a spoiler. Of course. Of course. Nice try at the Godfather. Sorry, Steelchair Father. B+ for effort. I wasn't even going for the Godfather. I'm just going for classic me with a twist. So, hey ho, this is what we do. You're very welcome. You're very welcome. I don't know the card to predict. Don't you worry. Don't you worry. This is why in advance I create the spreadsheets. I give us the time and the power. And of course, Maria's sending her condolences, of course, to Candace. So we're sending them all across, and Roshan as well. Josiah, of course, is a man of good spirits. He will also do the same in his own way. But before we got to do something, there's one thing missing from the show. There's one thing missing. This is what we're missing. Wait for it. A little throwback, a little bit of classic, because it annoys Josiah that we don't use it anymore. He really doesn't like it. How are you though? You really look a bit bored. What's up with you? You look bored. You just muted yourself.
Sorry, wait, hold on.
That's okay. That's okay. Let's see how. Let's see what's up with Josiah today, because he looks a bit bored. He looks like Billy before he competes in a quiz. He looks shell shocked. We gotta snap him out of it. But that's what we're here to do. That's what we're here to do. So stay with us tonight, guys. Keep it coming. Keep it going. Keep your comments coming. Keep your questions coming. Keep your topical discussions coming. I want your ideas for the bonus stream. I want your ideas for the first member stream. We've got all this to do. It's coming thick and fast. Yeah, talking about throwbacks, yeah. 25 years of WrestleMania 17. It's crazy to say. 30 years of nearly 30 years of WrestleMania 13 just 2 weeks ago. Like, we're flying. We are flying. But we are here to have fun. That's the main thing. With you, the audience, the people with minds that work. Unlike Triple H, you guys actually know how to think. Thick and fast. You don't, Katherine, Jesus Christ. You dirty bitch. No surprise, Catherine's in hornier than a duck on the backwater. Yep, SummerSlam watch along was 2 years ago, and I regret most of it. The only thing I don't regret was talking to the people, because at least the people kept me sane. The main rule in Reese's stream: have a good laugh. That's rule number 3. The main rule is, well, have a laugh, but be true to who you are. Don't lie about yourself. The main rule is don't abuse anybody, except Billy, because Billy likes it. But now, let's ask that question one more time. Mr. Sourpuss, what's up with you?
Yeah, I had a nap, so I just recently woke up.
Fair play, you're still waking up. Josiah, talk to the people, because as you can tell, I really need a drink. So,
Okay.
Tell them what you think.
What do you guys want to talk about? Whilst Reece has gone to get a drink.
Preferably not Cody Rhodes, thank you very much.
Yeah, not him. We don't want to hear about him.
I think we should talk about probably some of the best news that came out today.
And what's that?
Me and you both saw it. Me and you both shared
Is
it.
this about the whole Stardom getting their money?
Yep, I think we should. And this shows the difference between some companies and New Japan. Because I think, first of all, I think we have to actually commend New Japan for this.
Yeah.
I think we really have to commend New Japan because what they've done is fantastic. What's up, James? How you doing? Yep, Danny Luna's leaving. Please don't remind me because I will absolutely obliterate TNA later on. It's part of the show. I am going to fucking obliterate that company. And if anyone tries to stop me, you're gone. I'm not even holding back this time. I've been too kind to TNA, and tonight is the final straw. Like that is for me the final straw. But we're gonna talk New Japan first, obviously, before we even get Danny Luna debut in AEW. Honestly, I hope she does Stardom in AEW as a dual contract. Oh, you haven't missed the rant, don't you worry. We obviously tonight's main theme obviously is predictions, but I want to talk about New Japan first because New Japan today announced that they have relinquished the shares to Bushiroad, which is the parent company of New Japan and Stardom. They have released their shares and they have allowed all of this to now go to Stardom, which me and Josiah were celebrating, by the way. Because one thing that matters is about ensuring the success and longevity of your sister companies and also companies you're associated to. New Japan have relinquished their shares, which means all the money that Stardom would have made initially went to New Japan first. That will now go to Stardom. Stardom will now have more cash flow. They'll have more financial security, which means they can bring in better talent. They can retain talent. And they can invest that on production as well. So they get the benefits across the board. So I'm actually really happy with this. What about you, Doug? Because we did speak about it briefly, but didn't go fully because we want to talk about it fully. But like, in general, how do you feel about that?
I'm very happy with it as well, but it does make me question the fact that New Japan still had all of this extra money, but yet can't keep their talent.
Especially when now all of a sudden they're considering doing multi-year contracts.
Yeah. And it also makes me think that now that this money isn't there, how is it gonna get any easier to make people want to stay there?
Exactly. It's unless they offer some form of guarantees, I don't know what New Japan can realistically do now, because I agree with you. Like, how do they balance this out? Especially when Noah can give talent multi-year contracts. Stardom can now give multi-year contracts to their top talent. Effectively, it's going to be hard to get a Stardom talent out of their company, which is exactly how it should be. But New Japan... Here's a question for you and a question to the chat. So I want you to think carefully before you answer. Does this allow New Japan at least a chance now to regroup under Tanahashi's leadership? Can they now regroup and then find a different strategy? And if so, what do you think that could be?
I mean, I think it does give them the opportunity to, but I don't see it being any sort of quick fix or something that they can just come up with something different from, because this is something that they've been doing for a while, so obviously it's going to take a while for them to come up with something else.
Say you were Tanahashi right now. Say you were Tanahashi. Chester, you're correct. It's all about the money. Question for yourself then, and Dan, yeah, it can only be a positive. If you were Tanahashi right now, and the opportunities were there in front of you to now make a change, I agree with you. It's not a fast change. It has to be a slow burner. It has to take time to implement. what option are you taking? Are you like, for me, I think the minimum is a 2-year contract and working out, because if they can't do 3 years committed, at least do 2 years with potential an option to a third for the talent if they can accommodate. But what would
I
you
would
do?
say that I would say it depends on the type of talent that you're offering the contract to.
Main event talent. We'll start with the main event talent because obviously they're your money maker.
If that's the case, if it's main event talent, I would initially offer them the option of a 1+1 and then see if they come up with, oh no, I'm actually quite happy here. I'd like to stick around for longer if you can find the capacity to do that.
Okay. And say it's talent that are breaking through the mid card into the upper card, but they're still competing for, like, say, the mid card championships. So they're now getting closer to, say, the global title.
Weirdly enough, I would say that those are the ones that you want to give the 2 and more years to.
Yeah.
Because you're looking at them to potentially grow into the main event scene, and you don't want to kind of put them under any pressure of having only a 1-year deal. Whereas if you're already in the main event, you kind of already know what they're capable of doing.
Mm-hmm.
So the time frame of the contract doesn't really come into much of an effect for them.
And most New Japan contracts do expire after Wrestle Kingdom into this period. Are you changing the expiration?
Yes.
Hello, Waterston. Like, for me, I personally think contracts should run up until just before Dominion, because it's half the year.
I mean, I think that it depends. It just depends on when you sign the contract.
Fair. That's
because
fair.
I think if you sign it before Dominion, then I'd say that your contract should be up then.
Yeah.
But if you sign it after, then it should be by Wrestle Kingdom.
I think that's very fair. Guys in the chat, what do you think? Obviously, Dan says
because I feel like all of the January, February, March departures, I feel like it just stunts the momentum that the company has going through the years. When you seemingly have all of these plans for these people, and then all of a sudden they're just leaving.
Yeah, no, I think that's fair. Maria says you should have torn a new one to AEW for not re-signing Lady Frost. No, and I'll explain why in a minute. Because James says not bad. Thanks. Was at the Scotland game last night, and that was 90 minutes. I'm never getting back. Don't worry. Same with England fans. They're definitely not getting that 90 minutes against Japan back. Absolutely beautiful. But Maria wants us to tear into new AEW for not re-signing Lady Frost. I'm going to be controversial. I'm going to say no, because Lady Frost respectfully has nothing to offer in the wrestling business anymore. Like, I actually think she should just go to NXT and be a coach. Like, I am actually advocating that she goes to NXT and be a coach. She's done nothing in terms of wrestling for the longest time, and even her character hasn't changed. Like, she's done no input. She's not evolved. So I generally don't actually think it does her any benefit. And they've gave her plenty of chances. Like, they've gave her chances to try and become a main talent. She's never took them. I know that might sound harsh, but I don't. If it had been any other talent, say if this had been Anna Jay, I would absolutely tear into AEW for that. If this had been Ty Mello, I'd tear into AEW. If this was Hikaru Shida, I would rip them apart with a nuclear bomb. Like, there's certain talents that matter that I would be like, hell no, I'm not letting that slide. But someone like Lady Frost, not really. Not really. What about you, Josiah?
I mean, I don't know much about Lady Frost, so I can't really comment on this.
It's actually the most appropriate answer, because pretty much most people don't either. 2-year contract option, if not 3-year contract. Not a bad answer, Chester. Not a bad answer. But back to Stardom. So now they've got more financial security. There is one good thing out of this. It means Stardom can now compete in terms of anybody that tries to take their talent, they can fight back to an extent. And it also means that they can now dip their hands into some of the top independent talent and go, look, do you want to be a part of this? Because there's a lot of great talent that would suit Stardom right now.
Mm-hmm.
And I can think of 5 that I would put there straight away. And 2 of them are in the UK as we speak. But lastly, before we dive into the predictions, there's one other bit of news, really important news. One belt Monet.
Mm-hmm.
All the tears of people crying, bitching, and moaning. Oh, she's won all these championships. By the way, she's helped every single one of those promotions get TV deals, but you don't see anyone thanking her for that. Just saying. But yet she dropped those championships and put talent over. She's now down to 1. She's coming to bet all or nothing. She's coming to bet it all for that world title. She's going to win it. But yourself, mate, all the IWC moaned about Mercedes Moné, but she is putting talent over. But what's your overall thoughts, though?
I think it's good to see that she's giving back to the industry. And it definitely may go a long way in helping her standing with the IWC. Not that it matters too much what they think, but of course it's always something to consider itself.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Now, of course, me and Josiah really have an issue with people from New York City.
Mm-hmm.
Well, specific people from New York City. So we're actually going to tear into the IWC a little bit.
Yes.
Now, there's 2 bits of evidence that we're going to talk about first. The first one is really disgusting, and then the other just shows how petty and entitled people think and claim and then act. So the first bit of news, obviously, is a greasy, muscle-bound, ugly-looking, cheap clothes-wearing piece of shit from New York City thought it would be funny to grab the arm of Liv Morgan and try to pull her in during her entrance at Madison Square Garden. Now, there's one thing that means more than anything, besides the fact that this guy's going to get shared all over online. This guy's fucked. That's him quintessentially banned from every WWE event going forward. But the fact is, this is people consistently touching talent. And don't just think I'm going to talk about the men. There's a woman in the UK who's an OnlyFans bint that has touched several men like Dominic Mysterio and CM Punk, Seth Rollins, because she's an OnlyFans kebab beating piece of shit. And I'm not going to name her name. But she's not hard to miss. She's an ugly cunt. But it is becoming an even bigger problem now. Like, with talent are generally being touched by fans. But how do you feel about all this? Especially when the fact is that the first instance is just, it's just every wrestling fan, but it's not.
I think I just don't understand it. Like, just keep your hands to yourself. It's not that hard.
And Catherine's right.
Hold on.
And Katherine, you're absolutely spot on. Like, only warned him. I don't get this. He's like, this guy. If you look at, say, American physique, this guy is at least 200 pounds. He's big and muscular, but he looks like a cheap tart. And he's touching Liv Morgan by the arm, and he's tried to pull her in. He's actually fucking leans forward as well. I'm sorry, but that's not acceptable. Like, it's not acceptable for someone to lean over and touch it, because I guarantee if it was anybody else as well, there would be serious questions. Security should have done more than warn him. They should have chucked him out. You can't do that. Dan says RIP his WWE experience, but also his internet social life may have to rename it. Yep, for sure. He should be banned for life for attending Yep, and all wrestling events. As someone who gets front row tickets, I will stick my hand in if they slap it. If they do, if they don't, I'm not grabbing them. Yeah, exactly. If you're same with Billy, like Billy puts his hand out and then he touches Roman Reigns and he gets all excited because we know how much Billy loves Roman Reigns touching his hand.
Yeah,
but that's still maturity that he didn't fucking grab them and pull them in. But you were saying there, dude. Sorry, like you before. Obviously, your mum wanted you to
I just think that it's just as simple as just you're barricaded away from the wrestlers for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
So just respect the boundary that's there and don't put your hands on the wrestlers.
Especially when you never know. Some of them could genuinely, like, yes, they might be paid performers, but some of them genuinely can fight. Like, imagine you touch the wrong one. And obviously, touching them either way is wrong, but imagine you touch the wrong one and they brought you over the barricade and they beat the shit out of you. Like, could you imagine like someone doing that to like a Brock Lesnar? He would literally grab you by the throat and he would beat the fuck out of you right there and then. He wouldn't care. And he's rich enough to not care about a lawsuit, because you'd go, well, they put their hands on me.
Well, there would be no lawsuit because they put their hands on him first.
Yeah, and I'm all for it in the sense of just talent should be allowed to. But the part that really annoys me the most, and I had to quote this: why do wrestling fans think they're so entitled that when a talent walks past them, that the talent has got to stop for them, sign their autographs, or take pictures with them? Listen up,
that's
you
just
bunch.
The most entitled thing.
Yep, Katherine, that's exactly who we were coming on to, funnily enough.
Yeah.
To automatically target a wrestler and quote them on social media, film them and say, oh, look, they never stopped to meet me. Was it a meet and greet? No. Was it a paid encounter with the talent? No. Was it a wrestling show? Mm-hmm. Yes. Did it involve a convention? No. Therefore, what are the wrestlers allowed to do at that point, Josiah?
Whatever they choose to.
Exactly. So they do not have to stop. It does not give you the right. What's up, Fernando? And yes, if someone did it to Awesome Kong, she'd rip their head off. Exactly. I've met wrestlers and I've asked them the same conversation. Like the same conversation they've had. I asked them the same question for conversations they've had. And I asked them very specific questions. I asked them, if a talent comes up to you and they ask you for your autograph, genuinely, how do you feel? The wrestlers I actually met have all said the same thing. They genuinely feel uncomfortable. Like they feel like they're forced because they may not want to be, but they're in the public eye. They have celebrity type status. Therefore, the media is always in their face. They cannot escape criticism. And they all get worked up because you never know who's around. Look at the wrestlers that have had stalkers. It all stems from these weirdo fans. They should all be put in some sort of contained facility and sterilized. They are dangerous human beings.
Yeah.
What the fuck? Where the hell is that? Hold on.
It's on YouTube.
Yeah, it's on the YouTube short. Get the fuck out of here. Creepy bastard. I'm not having that. Get to fuck, creepy spamming cunt bastard. But plain and simply, those talents I've met genuinely have all said they genuinely feel uncomfortable because they are in the public eye, and if they even say the word no, those fans go. They use any opportunity they can to make the worst of it. So do you remember a couple of years ago, Mercedes Moné was at a meet and greet signing, and a fan kept asking her, "Oh, why did you get released? Why did you get released?" and all that shit, and just being told.
yeah.
Now, me and Billy argued about this, and it's on YouTube in the live chat, and I was on stream. I kept saying, because Billy kept saying about Mercedes Moné, saying, "Oh, she's an entitled bitch. She shouldn't be doing that because he paid to get her autograph." And I said, yes, he did. He paid to get her autograph and have a conversation at some stage. That does not give him the right to ask why she either got released or left WWE. That's her personal life. Elements of her professional life. And Billy was literally calling her a bitch for it. And I'll call Billy out for this. I will continue to call Billy out for this. And Billy's all right with it because Billy knows. But it's the same with Jeff Hardy. Jeff Hardy got stopped at an airport. No, it was a train station, I think. Jeff Hardy got stopped at a train station, and a fan pulled out 200 photos of Jeff, and he made him sign every single one.
Wow.
And Jeff literally tweeted saying, "I can't take this. Like, this is too much for me." This is the level of weirdness that has to stop, and it needs to be controlled. And yes, Fernando, I completely agree about TNA. They're completely stupid. Don't worry, I'll deal with them later. As for the talent should be allowed to kick fans' ass when it gets out of line, yes. However, there's also got to be an element of control here. If the fans just criticizing the talent but not being abusive, then a wrestler should be allowed to just engage in a debate, but they shouldn't be offensive back. They shouldn't start the offensive, and therefore the fan won't get offensive, you know? Look at that incident with John Cena. Yeah, when he was in Scotland. When he was in Scotland, Cena was at a hotel and a guy just filmed him without asking his permission, and he kept filming him. And he went back and kept filming. All in one video. He would look away, turn around, Cena would clock eye, so he would turn and walk away. And I don't know if the guy got sued or nothing, but like he looked like he was going to sue him, but I'm surprised he didn't hit him. I don't know what gives fans the rights to do this, and it never works. Yeah, talent gets sued because the fact that the money and people will use it to make expenses, but there's also other creepy fans and all that are strange. Like the fan who spent money on a fake Liv Morgan account because he thought it was Liv Morgan, but it wasn't. It was someone else that catfished him, and he lost everything. His wife just laughed at him for like saying how incredibly stupid you are. But then Liv Morgan had to come out and defend herself and say, "No, I didn't do anything. It's clearly not my account." It's quite obvious that they were generated images that were blurred out to look like her. Like, people don't have that logic anymore, and they need to just really be careful, but don't tarnish all of us because of you creepy bastards that are, unfortunately, within the wrestling fan base, are making it harder for us to be accepted by talent and enjoyed by talent and engage with talent because you are dirty, creepy little bastards. Go and get sterilized. Go and get put in a prison cell and watch reruns of your favorite murder mystery. Who killed your dad? Go and do all that. And stay the fuck out of the wrestling fan base, you bunch of pricks. especially entitled fans who cry, bitch, and moan because the talent doesn't stop and give them an autograph. Jesus Christ, is your life not worth that much? If Vancouver didn't sign my autograph. Stephanie Vancouver didn't say hello to me. Mommy! Shut the fuck up. It ruins moments for other fans who are genuinely excited to see them sooner or later, and talent will say no. I told you it's going to happen. I told you that it's going to happen. Eventually, talent are going to turn around and they're going to... All these wrestling conventions are going to end. Talent coming to Comic-Cons are going to end. Like, Saraya's coming to Glasgow in November with a couple other talents as well. And think about the fact that people in the UK don't let her forget either about what happened with Brad Mannix. They still don't let her forget. So she's going to get that just as much. I think with social media and wrestling pulling back the curtain has made fans think they're part of the business, are entitled to get what they want. Katherine, I absolutely think you're spot on. Like, I absolutely think you're spot on with that. Fans only stick it on eBay anyways, exactly. Which is stupid. Like, if I got, say I got like AJ Styles autograph, or I got Kenny Omega's, or I got Bret Hart's, or Kurt Angle. If I got any one of those, or anyone else that I'm a big fan of, like Liger, I would not be putting that on eBay. I'd be getting that fucker framed on my wall. Because that's sentimental. I mean, I've not got a frame for her yet, but I keep hers right there because that's where it's supposed to be, where it's in plain sight to remind people that, yes, I've had that opportunity. Same with Saban's. You know my feelings on social media. I do, James. I find it to be inappropriate to touch wrestlers unless the fans are meet and greets or convention take pictures, but putting their hands on the talent's event's not the right thing to do. Like, see, when I was at when I met Deonna, I met Saban, I met Eric Young, I met Rhino, Trey Miguel, I met all of them, right? Got photos with all of them, got conversations, autographs, and all that. Same with Scott D'Amore. They actually said, like, how do you want to do this? Do you want to stand with us? Like, how do you want to get your photo? And I said, am I okay to put my arm? Like, when I spoke to Deonna, I was like, can I put my arm around your shoulder? And then when I went to Saban, I was like, can I get, like, hand to hand, like handshake, but can I get the machine gun? And he's like, if that's what you want to do. I was like, I'm enjoying this experience, but I also want to respect the fact that you're also a human being, you're also a talent. So I don't want to make this like unnecessary. Like, and I got one with Rhino, and Rhino was the funniest one. Because Rhino told me that he's not going to shake my hand. He told me he's not going to give me a fist bump or anything like that. Rhino told me, you're going to stand in front of me and I want you to do the gore stance. So me and Rhino are literally like, hang me down, like get ready to gore each other. And then Scott D'Amore literally was just trying to say, oh, Canada to me. And I was like, oh, Scotland. we had a good laugh. Eric Young's generally one of the best conversations I've ever had, though. Convention are more controlled, so I don't see talent stopping. Not generally, but you know, in some elements, there will be some talent who will refuse to come back because of fans. And it's a shame because it's good people that missed out.
Yeah.
And it's people like us that get shafted for it. And it's not fair. Right. Josiah, I'm going to toss a coin. And you're going to call it. You're going to call it, right?
Okay. What's this for?
fact, I want to see if I can get an online coin toss first.
I'm sure you can.
Let me see if I can. Ah, yes. Oh, this is perfect. Although, let me quickly untick all these cookies because I do not want any of these. Let me untick all this crap. There we go.
Nobody wants virtual cookies in this one.
Yeah, exactly.
If they're not real, then I don't want them.
Mm-hmm. Gonna share screen, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we're gonna make this fair. So this is how it's gonna be. Heads, we move on to the Sakura heads. We move on to Sakura Genesis predictions, and then Temple can catch up. And tails is we cook TNA for how stupid they are regarding Danny Luna and other decisions they've made.
So either way, this is a win-win here.
Exactly, but you're going to call it.
Okay. I'd say heads we do the TNA, and tails we go for Sakura Genesis.
Okay.
Chat, it's time for you to get smart.
It's time to actually determine who's going to be the new World Predictions champion. Because Billy...
Which once again, you can all thank me for. You're welcome.
Mm-hmm. Billy got humbled.
Mm-hmm.
Now, we have 11 matches to predict. Because of these two. Which are on tomorrow, which you can thank him for.
Yep. See, I'm always giving you what you want.
I will grant you that. So, I've marked them out as well, so it's clear. Road to Sakura Genesis event, those are tomorrow. Your 2 pre-show cards, pre-show matches. And then your main card. Well, your main card here, all the way across. So you've got 7 matches from the main card, 2 pre-show, and then 2 from Road to Sakura Genesis. Because there's more matches, but the only ones we're after are the title matches.
Yeah. Those are the ones that count.
Josiah always looking out for his audience.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if Josiah was always looking out for his audience, you'd be backing him in polls.
Yeah, exactly. Well, to be fair to Katherine, she does. At least because she is at least a genuine customer here.
Has she slipped you any favors recently with that generous comment?
None actually. Although maybe I should be requesting some of them.
Oh dear, hold on 1 minute. Just for that. Although it is time, that one time, to prepare. So we always have to count down to the start of our prediction.
Please not agree with you. We can't do the countdown without alcohol.
Okay.
And it sounds like the sun doesn't even want to come into effect anyway. So.
I was bringing on this one because you don't like it. Okay. Right. You know the score. Actually, I really do not like this position. Hold on. Let me fix this. This is really bad.
You prefer being on top of the spreadsheet?
Yeah, it's so much better. Let's see if I can. Where are we? This is awful. Give me what I want. Nearly there. Just making it very appropriate. That looks better. And there. That's better. You'll be the square. I'll be the circle, and Temple will be the rectangle.
If he shows up, that is.
He said he'd be here around 8, so
It's almost half.
exactly. Where is he? And now we've got bigger text, which is better. Guys, you know what to do. We are ready to begin. So, first match we're going to predict, sir, is IWGP Junior Heavyweight Championship match. The champion, our Dookie, versus Yo. What are we thinking?
I have no idea how this is going to go.
Which is actually a good thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, for once. Like, we say that, like, for once, like, we haven't got a clue. But that's what makes it good.
I feel like there's a way this should go, but it's more so whether they're going to allow it to happen.
You think it's time to put the belt on Yo?
I think so, yes.
Chester's going for Dookie. So what are you thinking on terms of, like, who are you going to go for? I actually hope that they will make
I'm
the change.
going to go for Yo.
You're going to go for Yo.
Yeah.
I think it is time. Like, he does deserve a chance.
Yeah.
And to be fair, We don't need it to be on Dookie and Desperado all the time. Give it to someone new.
Yeah.
It'll be brave. It'll be good booking. It's unpredictable.
Mm-hmm. And sensible for a change.
Yes. Will they, though?
Probably not.
Yeah. The only thing is, I want to put faith in it.
I feel like they should, again, based on what I'm expecting them to do for the best of Super Juniors.
Yeah.
And if what I'm expecting to happen actually does happen, it kind of needs for a babyface to be the champion.
Especially with the whole concept of Francisca Kira.
Yeah.
If you are in the chat, guys, do drop your predictions in. We're going to do it one by one. There is no rush. So let's do it one by one. And let's enjoy it.
Time to fill.
Mm-hmm. Are you surprised it's on the road to Sakura, though, rather than the actual main show? Because I think it should be on the main show.
I'm not surprised at all, considering how stacked the main show is.
You could easily remove...
I would probably have swapped the Never Six tag title and put that on the Road to show instead.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. To be honest, I would have also moved...
But then saying that if we were going to put the Never Six titles on that show, I would have also made Ren Narita defend the Never title against Bolton and against Sakura Genesis.
Same.
And I would have made him lose as well.
Oh, in 2 minutes.
Yeah. The same way that he won it in 2 minutes.
Exactly. It would have been really fitting.
Yeah.
If Temple doesn't show soon, I'll jump in for a bit and my prediction coming up in a moment.
Oh, he's doing the wheel again. Like he does with every prediction.
Yep. He'll show.
I'm telling you, one of these days that Will's gonna win in the predictions that.
I don't disagree. I don't disagree at all. Chester's moving forward. He's gone for Robbie X and Taichi Ishimori to retain the junior tags. Not a bad shout. Dan has also gone for Yo. Where is your head in this one? Because this is actually... Yeah, where's your head in it right now?
I'm never picking Jacob Austin Young to win anything, so it's simply Unbound Company.
To be fair, you're not wrong. It is going to be good though. In United Empire versus Unbound Company though, like, it is going to be good. For as long as they continue. You've already confirmed you're going for Unbound Co. To be fair, everyone knows how big a fan I am of. Everyone knows how big a fan I am of Taichi Ishimori. That eclipses all of them in this match.
And I also like the whole story arc that Robbie X is on, going from proving that he's not just this replacement that he was last year.
Yeah, he's definitely
that he
going
actually
strong.
belongs in the division.
Yeah, Katherine's going for United Empire. Another Unbound Co. Okay.
And this tag result also kind of goes along with my whole best of the junior expectations that Akira is going to be winning that, which means that I wouldn't foresee him being a junior tag champion for that.
Also, as well, whoever wins this match is likely the one that's going to lose the 6-man tag on the main show. like that, like as a form, like as just as a formality, you know.
Yeah. And I also have my own kind of thoughts on the main show, which will become very apparent when we get to predict.
Yep, absolutely. But of
And
course,
I'm also interested to see how many people think the same.
yeah, I agree. James is also going for United Empire. Not bad, not bad. The Sakura Genesis pre-show. So we've got the returning Kushida and Masatora Yasuda versus Tatsuya Matsumoto and Taisi Nakahara.
This is the easiest match of the whole predictions. Kushida's
Big man Kushida. Yeah,
there's no way that he's coming back to lose this.
Especially with the best of Super Juniors coming up as well.
Yeah, he'll do all his losing that he'll do. So
Yeah.
at least give him this win. He'll do.
Exactly. You're not wrong, sir.
Which again in
You are
itself,
not wrong.
is shocking. Kushida should be in contention to win every match of the Super Junior that he's in.
Because he's that good.
Yeah. And correct me if I'm wrong, I don't actually think he's ever won it before.
He's not actually. He's come
Which
close.
is, again,
Actually, no, hold on.
has he?
No, yeah, he has actually. Yeah. He won it. Sure, he has. Yeah. Hold on. Where is he?
Because it would be criminal if he hasn't.
Yeah. It's interesting though, like where he is though. I mean, and especially for the fact that as a 42-year-old, he is still crazy. But it's interesting that they're bringing him in for MLW. For the fact that he's MLW, he's in New Japan. Like
he's won it twice. He's won it in 2015 and 2017.
The 2015 final, I'm pretty sure as well. That was actually the year after they got together properly with Alex Shelley.
Yeah.
But he only got there because Shelley got injured.
Yeah.
But he beat Kyle O'Reilly in his first final, and he beat Kenny to win the title.
Mm-hmm.
And then he had the Don Taku match against Liger in 2016, which, to be fair, was actually one of his best matches. But his second win
was 2017.
Yeah, and I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it.
I'm assuming he beat Liger to win that, which is why you don't.
He beat Scumbag.
Oh right, yeah.
He beat Scumbag in the final.
Well, in that case, you should take pride in talking about it since he got beat.
I do, but I just don't want to think about it. I just can't think about it, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Maria's got Doike. Dookie. Fucking hell. Dookie. I mean, I actually heard someone call him that once and it stuck with me. I was like, you bastard, it's stuck in my head now. She's also got United Empire.
Mm-hmm.
Where is Carl, who's only lost one fight?
Apparently Yokeres has trademarked his celebration.
Is he going to start wearing Yokozuna clothes now and trademark himself as Victor Yokozuna? The useless prick.
That would be interesting. I can't believe Pearl has let him score.
I've just mentioned the Discord if Temple's joined us because he did message at 7:20 saying he will be there about 8, and it's 8:35 now. I'll let you tear in. Hopefully he is all right and he's actually still joining. Because if not, I'll be like, the fudge. I'm trying to reduce my swearing because apparently swearing about the weather insults people.
Yeah.
Again, what a bum lick. Getting so offended by
That's
it.
too much. That's too much for certain people's ears to hear. That.
Although that account is proper creepy. Big one
And
from
also not
Dan.
here.
Yep. Dan has gone for Tatsuya Matsumoto and Taisi Nakamura. I'm going to assume that Dan is using the wheel of names for it all, which is fair.
Or he could have just copied our first predictions and then gone for the wheel.
To be fair, not the only one. I rate this, folks. Thank you. It's always good to have different picks, so we're not all the same. I have some sadness share I've been diagnosed with. The fuck?
Why is it literally everyone getting cancer these days?
Oh, Murray, I'm so sorry. I am so sorry. And I hope you beat it. I really hope you beat it, but Jesus Christ. You're right, like what is it right now? It's everywhere right now. It's bloody terrifying disease.
I see Dan's still not over David Moyes getting charged for complaining about refs.
I mean, to be fair, he was right.
Yeah.
Take your entitled Red Scouser arse out of this. You know that Moyes was right. Chester, you've got Chester's gone for Kushida and Masatora Yasuda. That's not funny, Maria.
That's like MJF levels of trolling.
I'm all for a good joke, but I lost a relative to that as well. Well, not specifically that form of cancer, but I lost a relative to that, so I can't take it. I can take dark humor, and I'm all for dark humor, but I think reality is, as an April Fool's joke, I think maybe you could have done a little bit better.
Yeah, I think that's on the same level as all the pregnancy jokes that you get for April Fools.
Or if
Considering
someone,
all of the dangers and complications that come with that as well.
by all means, use other April Fool's jokes, like you're up the duff, and you're using it to spark somebody for lighthearted humor. But I don't know if that's the right one, because like it can be triggering. But I mean, to be fair, I'll say this. I mean, this is where I'll actually praise you. It takes a lot of balls to
She
do
got
that.
you.
I'll grant you that you got me. Really, because obviously that's the naivety, that's the kindness side of me that you can catch.
And that's not even the first time you've been hit with an April Fool's joke that you felt today. Although, to be fair, given how this stream's going, maybe Temple wasn't joking. He said he couldn't be on the stream today.
That's a possibility. Let's no. The fact is, Maria, you just really caught me off guard. Let's move on. Let's get back to predictions, and then we can do something fun later on. We're going to do a rebooking later on. Right. Or we see if there's a wrestling tier list. We can do maybe one of each. Because we've not done that in a while. Right. Togi, Maccabi, and Tiger Mask, provided he's available, versus Cozy, Vegeta, and Temple's best friend, Mr. Bai. This is inevitable. This doesn't seem like a Tiger Mask win. This seems like TMDK is going to win. Tiger Mask will get a late win in his retirement run later.
Yeah.
So I'm going all in for TMDK. Who are you going for?
Likewise, the same. I think this is going to be more so about building Vegeta up to the best of Super Juniors.
Yeah, we've had the moment. We've addressed it. We've dealt with it. Let's move on. Let's move on. Because again, it's all about having a laugh in here. Catching me off guard is ballsy, though.
Making Katherine angry is also ballsy.
Making Katherine angry is ballsy.
She's gonna be going on about Hangman Page all stream now.
Until she see Kenny Omega, and then that'll be her. She'll be relaxed.
Well, Kenny's gonna be on Dynamite today. He's got a contract signed.
Mercedes Moné will be there as well.
Yes, again, Dynamite looks very good for tonight's show.
It does actually. TMDK slotted. Oh wait, has Muppet actually responded? Dan will be back in a few minutes. He's just having a. He's having a breather. Oh, for God's sake.
Yeah, Temple has not responded.
Yeah, I actually don't think he's joining.
He's been eaten. That's the only thing I can put this down to.
No one here watches NXT Bleach. And even if we did, we would probably. Well, yeah, I know I don't because I don't drink alcohol anymore. But I guarantee, if you're only watching it, it's because you're drunk.
I mean, you just don't want to hear Booker T's commentaries, which I get.
I mean, that's not the reason I don't watch NXT. NXT has nothing about it that's worth watching. There is nobody in NXT worth watching at all. Okay. Like we said, one result can have the Ren Sinclair isn't. No one in NXT is good. I'm sorry. There's a reason why NXT is getting bitched on TV. It's because no one's good. Right. 6-man tag. Unbound Company, Shingo, Taiji Ishimori, and Robbie X versus United Empire's Jake Lee, Francesco Akira, and your best bud, Jacob Austin Young. What are you thinking? Now, I do think whoever does win this match here will be likely on the losing side here.
I'm going to take United Empire, but not for the reason that you specified.
Okay, what's your reason?
You'll see as we go on here. And I'll explain my thought process when we get to the end.
Intriguing. I am also going to go United Empire. But even though I just gave a different reason, I have another reason. It might be slightly the same as yours, but I have
I think it's exactly the same as mine.
It might be. I'll give my reason later on. I'll give my reason later on, and if I'm right, you can just tell me.
Mm-hmm.
Chester's also gone for United Empire. And so has Roshin. She's gone for United Empire as well.
I think everyone's going to go for United Empire here. I think.
Probably.
Well, except Dan, because his isn't down to me.
When he's ready, yeah.
When he's back.
Yep. 8-man tag, House of Torture are up against Master Wato, Yo, Toriano, and Aaron Wolf.
Oh.
Unfortunately, that includes Don Fally. It's basically a handicap match.
Yeah. Because everyone knows Don Fally counts for about 5 people.
And he can't wrestle for 2.
Or one.
Although it is Duke, Sho, and Yoshinobu Kanemaru.
Well, to be fair, House of Torture have one person that can't wrestle, and so do Hontas.
Exactly. Toriano.
Exactly.
So, if anything, it's actually a balanced out match. But the question is it going to be a House of Torture fest? Or are we going to see a shock? Fernando's first prediction of the night, and he's gone for House of Torture. Catherine's gone for House of Titties. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Which is a surprise considering she hates women.
Oh, have you gone House of United Empire for this one? James has gone for United Empire. So we're letting James catch up here. That's fine. What about you? I'll be honest, I really don't care about this one.
Yeah, literally. This match could not exist, and this match could not exist, and I wouldn't lose any sleep over it.
Same. Roshan and Chester have also gone for House of Torture as well. Bishamon Tin trying to be more bold.
Where'd you see that?
That's James' prediction.
Yeah, but we haven't got to that match yet.
He's still going for it. I rate it. I'll put it in just for now. Bishamon Tin.
For that 8-man tag, I'm going for the Wolfpack.
You're going for the Wolfpack. Funnily enough, as do I, and I think Aaron Wolf is going to pin Dookie.
Just to compound his misery even further.
Quite literally.
Well, it's about time he pinned someone from that faction. They've been bullying this whole time.
For months. Up next, though, is the main one. Well, slight main one. It's the return of Will Ospreay with Middle Khan.
Just like we said it would be. Where everyone thought, oh no, he's not coming back. It's too soon. No, he's right back in now. Just like he said he would be.
It's almost as if you and me, sir, are always right.
Literally. And also, it's just like he said he would be as well, and people actually doubted that.
Exactly. James has gone for the Wolfpack as well. Wolfpack is back, so you can mass destruction.
Literally, the only reason I called them the Wolfpack is they're alternates.
I mean, it's completely valid. Will Ospreay and Khan. It's United Empire, sir.
Actually, I take it back. When I say that the Kushida match would have been the easiest to predict, I take it back. This one's the easiest to predict. United Empire just winning this match.
There's no way that Will Ospreay is coming back to lose. Like
No.
that would just be absolute brain dead.
They're gonna give him the grand return treat.
Catherine's also gone for United Empire. I think he'll win it with. I don't think he wins it with Stormbreaker.
He'll just hit the hidden blade and win it.
No, I think he'll hit the hidden blade and then Hinari will get the win. I think he'll give the win to Hinari. I don't think he'll steal the moment, you know?
Team player.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he's going to get a great pop.
I want you all to pay attention to this New Japan run for Will Ospreay. This is going to be a return done right in wrestling.
You're absolutely correct. I actually think Maria might have left the chat. Although I advocate that she should come back.
Yeah, if anyone can get a hold of her, make her come back, mate.
Right, that's Dan caught up.
Yeah, I doubt that he's been using.
I think he is for some of it. He does, to be fair. Even for WWE ones, and he watches WWE, he actually does it.
But the wheel wouldn't be this accurate.
You never know. Right. The final 4 matches to predict our title matches, starting with the 6-man tag Never Openweight Championship. Bishamon Tin, Oleg, Goto, and Yoshihashi. Obviously, Super Mario Galaxy comes out today. Versus House of Torture's Ren Narita, Chase Owens, and Yujiro Takahashi. With Dick Face at ringside. What are you thinking?
The Ted Champ will retain.
You're going for a kamikaze result. Love it.
Yes.
Katherine is also going for Bishamon Tin. Ren Narita is not being a double champion. I will manifest it that he will not be a double champion.
Heaven forbid. Also, Chase Owens and Yujiro Takahashi, their big ages should not be champions either.
Katherine, that's what you get.
Yeah. Well, you don't have to pick between them.
You could pick a no contest, time limit
You
draw.
can pick draw.
But there's no way they're going to a time limit draw. And the reason why you have to pick between Takeshita and Shota Umino is because Takeshita challenged him.
And I also want you to bear in mind that Takeshita doesn't have a dynasty match now.
Mm-hmm. And he's not getting added to the card either.
No.
He won't be on the dynasty card at all.
And strangely, neither will Okada. In fact, I don't think anyone in the Don Callis family is.
I think the only one who might get on is Fletcher.
Yeah. But against who, though?
Okada, to be fair, should because of his championship.
Yeah, but that championship basically doesn't exist.
Yeah, nobody even competes for the international title anymore. It's why
What I'm saying, it'll probably end up being Kyle Fletcher versus Darby Allin. But Dynasty.
You know what I wouldn't mind? Just do it now. Just do Callis family member versus Callis family member. Just do Okada versus Fletcher and unify both belts into one.
And then Takeshita costs Okada.
Yeah. Because at the end of the day, we don't need 2 of them. Especially when the national title is also there as well. It's futile.
I think that the unification should be the international and national titles, because they're both basically the same thing.
It could be their own version of Intercontinental title. However,
that is a Tony Khan problem. We're not here to fix his messes with.
exactly.
That's Catherine's job. She cleans up after Tony.
Dan has drew first blood. He's drew Takeshita. Speaking of Yota Tsuji, who we'll be getting onto later on, he says, I have to keep leading. For that, I need the belt. I always need to win, but this time even more so. It's very interesting of a comment. Catherine's like, I've got more alliance to Takesh than Umino. That's because all you do is use him to troll us. You sick bitch.
We all know that you don't actually like Shotzi.
Exactly. No one likes him. Not even his dad likes him. I'm not predicting time limit draw. I'm predicting...
Well, ELP likes him, but that's because he's a loser as well. But...
Yeah, ELP's a prick. Cool attire, good guy, glad he's still alive, he's still a prick. What's up, Xavier? You can drop your predictions in, dude, if you want. But I'm going for Takeshita. There's no chance in hell I'm picking Shota Umino, and I know that's easy for you. Your son likes Umino. Right, tell Brendan it's time to either like Shota or get his head shaved.
Like Shota.
Yeah, it's time for Brendan to stand on his own 2 feet and be a man and renounce his enjoyment of Shota.
I see everyone's going for Takeshi.
What are you picking,
because of course I'm going for Takeshi. The people have sense.
Roy Sheen is going for Knockout Brothers to beat Sabre Jr. and Rahoiwe Oiwa. But here's the funny thing. What are the tag team titles? What are the tag team titles classed as?
I don't even know at this point. They're
World
just
Championships. Remember Zack Sabre Jr.'s promise? He said he would make Rahoiwe Oiwa a world champion, but he never specifically said which world championship.
And they've done this match already as well.
They have.
Which is a very good match.
Yep. Roy Sheen's gone for Knockout Brothers. Xavier went for TMDK. James is going for TMDK. Katherine is also going for TMDK. You, sir.
I'm going for TMDK.
You're going for new champs as well.
Yeah.
Well, funnily enough, it's definitely not unanimous. Chester's also going for TMDK.
Are you going for a retention? Just by the way you said it's not unanimous, just...
To be fair, I was basing on the comment about Knockout Brothers from Roshin as well. Xavier's gone for Takeshita. Oh, he's gone for Knockout Brothers. So where have you got TMDK then? Or are you talking about TMDK from earlier on? Oh, you're talking about this one. All right, okay. That's my fault, sorry. So he's got Knockout Brothers to retain. There we go. Newman please for Roshin's going for a new world champion.
I like it. The Temple doesn't. No matter what he tries to tell you, he will not like that.
I'm going for TMDK as well to win. Right, the big one. Now, me and you have an interesting conversation on this one.
Yeah.
We are day one Callum Newman fans.
Yeah.
But we're also day one Yota Tsuji fans.
Mm-hmm.
But
and I'm going for Yota Tsuji.
Because of the same thing that we're about to agree on. He's going to run through everyone and lose.
No, actually, that's not it.
No, that's
this has nothing to do with it as well. My theory is that every single member of the United Empire is going to win on Sakura Genesis except him. And that's going to further the United Empire dynamic.
Yeah. But here's the other part as well that I think is really important. I think it's going to lead to Battle of the Leaders.
Yeah.
Between Callum and Will. And then at that point,
Callum's gonna lose.
And then
Callum's going to lose, and then
Will Ospreay's going to win. Will Ospreay's going to win the IWGP Championship.
Potentially, yeah.
I think I'm going to go one further. You know how we were thinking about names the other day?
Yeah.
And I said I wasn't sure. But I said maybe a few names depend on if they're fit and healthy to go.
Mm-hmm.
Now, bear in mind this does run into All In. I have a crazy idea that Will Ospreay might actually compete and win the G1.
I wouldn't be surprised either.
And he gets the main event at Wrestle Kingdom against Suji. And Suji,
and then that's where Suji gets the belt back. And
either he gets the belt back or Suji holds the title at Wrestle Kingdom. I think personally he should keep it until Wrestle Kingdom and drop it. Because he deserves it. And it's not going against, it's an AEW talent, it's screwing him over. No, it's actually not a bad idea because
if you think about this, Will Ospreay is probably the closest New Japan talent that AEW has. Because Will Ospreay has said many times that if he could, he would have stayed in New Japan for his whole career. But he had to leave because of the whole family dynamic.
Mm-hmm.
But if it was up to him, he would have just stayed, and he would have been happy to.
He might not be in New Japan anymore, but he is a New Japan lifer.
Yeah,
even by
which he showed by being pretty much the first of all of the ones that have left to actually go back and mean it when he said it.
Yeah. Although, to be fair, I absolutely do believe Kenny every time Kenny speaks about New Japan.
Yeah. Also imagine this. Will cares about New Japan so much that his first big match since injury is happening in New Japan before AEW.
Yeah. His return is before Dynasty. Because nobody counts Blake Christian.
No.
Although, to be fair, he does have... In terms of big matches, though, he does have Pac as well.
Oh, yeah. So
that's two straight away.
That's next week, though, right?
No. It's tonight.
Oh, it's tonight, wow.
Yeah. Pac versus Ospreay's tonight on Dynamite.
Oh, nice.
And I think that's going to be I think that'll be the 25-minute opener. I think that'll go about 25 minutes.
Also, speaking of tonight, people are thinking that Chris Jericho's going to show up tonight.
The cornerstone Chris Jericho. I need to see Jericho return, but I don't know if he will. If he does come back, I want it to be cornerstone, but add a bit of painmaker to it, make it a bit.
I don't mind. At this point, I don't mind where he shows up. I just need to see him come back somewhere.
And he's in good shape, by the way.
Yeah. He was in good shape before he left.
Not like what he is now. Like, Jericho is ripped.
He's been doing DDP yoga in his spare time.
Mm-hmm. And he's been doing Katherine. What's interesting is Katherine has not rebuted that claim.
Because she cannot.
Jericho can't hang with me. Yes, he can. You're like the same age as him, Katherine. Yeah. Oh, Chester's going to change. Tatsuya and Taisi for Xavier. Chester's going to change a prediction. I actually like the fact he said change alert. I like that.
I like that. Yeah, that's cool.
I want someone to do that. I am a cook. And yet you're not catching any prey. Oh, Chester's prediction change. He's going for Yo. Black and white. Obviously, it's normally reserved for me, but I do like the fact that we do the change as black and white as well. So
you were now done.
I rate that. But the question is, does anybody else want to make a change, or are you locked in because I haven't been on the hunt yet? Jesus Christ, Cameron.
I mean, I'm locked in. I'm not changing anything.
You're locked in?
Which means you might want to have a think about yours.
Oh, I don't need to.
Okay, then there'll be no champion.
We don't have the same throughout.
We do.
Have we got the same predictions for everything?
Yep.
Oh, that's alright then. If I can't win it, you can't win it, fucker. But to be fair, there are people that have different predictions to us, though.
Yeah, so this is your chance, guys.
Yeah, this is literally your chance, Catherine.
Literally your one and only chance.
To really,
and I would find it hilarious if one of them draw as well.
Bereaving them back. Send the rest of them on Discord. Once input on the spreadsheet, lock it in. You got it. Suji.
I'd find it hilarious if the chat somehow managed to tie with each other as well.
Pepsi Max presents Reading and Leeds, where Duran is going to be there. James is locked in as well, and Chester's locked in. Right, so that goes to purple because he's locked in.
The chat are gonna have a fun weekend. They're either gonna become the champion or decide who wins the championship.
Yep. You're looking at differences. There's not many.
No.
So let's have a look at the differences. Junior heavyweight, junior tag. The first Genesis pre-show match is actually split down the middle, 50-50. We have some diverseness between House of Torture and the Wolf Pack. 6-man tag, all the same. Open weight title is the same. The world title, difference. Tag team titles, there's difference. The television title, all the same. Only one missing from you, Xavier, and that's either the Wolf Pack or House of Torture. And then after that, you're good. And I'm not making any changes. I am locked in. And Fernando, if you're still in there, drop all your predictions, dude. And Dan's locked in as well.
All I'm gonna say is here, I don't see how I lose this.
It's going to be interesting. Theoretically, we can have a champion, but the only way it's ever really going to be decided is right here.
And the main event, because Rose's the only person that's gone for Callum Newman.
Yeah.
If Callum Newman actually was the title, there's a good chance that so did she.
to be fair, if we get the rest of these predictions, Fernando could do the same, but also Xavier as well has picked Dookie. He's gone against us.
Hmm.
So the junior heavyweight title
So
as well.
Even still, there could be ties there.
Yep. And I'm looking at it right now. He is pretty much similar to you and me, except the tag team titles and Dookie. Actually, to be fair, hold on.
Yeah.
No, he's got a different Sakura Genesis pre-show match. The match you didn't predict, dude, is this one here. Wolfpack or House of Torture? Wolfpack is back singing Mass Destruction. Billy loses quiz. 1 hour 42 minutes. We're killing it.
And we haven't
But then
even
after
talked
this,
about TNA yet.
well, we're gonna get to that. Don't you fucking worry. Speaking of which, I want to quick look for one thing. Let's see.
And also, I just want the chat to be aware now. If we both end up getting 100% on these predictions, you guys are in for an insufferable Sunday.
Yeah, because you have to vote either me or him.
And we're both gonna gloat whilst you do it, Emma.
Oh yeah. We are gonna do now. Bear in mind these tier lists don't get. Some of them are WWE. Some of them are just wrestling based.
Although to be fair, I wouldn't put it past this chat to make it 50-50 on purpose, so there's no chapping up.
Mm-hmm. This one and we'll do that one, and then we'll do this one. We're gonna try 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 tier lists. How does that sound?
9 tiers.
Aaron Wolf needs redemption against House of Torture. See? Big man understands. Right. This is where it gets good. So I'm going to drop the predictions for a little while. Let me remove that. If you still want to give your predictions, guys, drop them in. So now, to make this fair, what I want you to do, I'm gonna move all these over onto my other monitor just so it's out the way. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yep. Let's see. What's this one? I want you to pick a number between either do 1 or 9 or we do spin the wheel.
Let's get the wheel involved.
Let's get the wheel. And we're going to do all these until the show ends. Okay. Just realized I need a new wheel for this. before we proceed, what do you think is going to land on?
I think 7.
Okay, let's find out. Very good. And number 7 is a mad one. Number 7 is a list of wrestlers throughout history, and it's basically ranking who is the best of them, basically. I think that's what this one is. I'm just looking for it. Where is it? If I go... Just looking for which one I clicked on. Where is it? Yeah, this thumbnail is best wrestlers of all time. Yep, you can send yours after the show, dude. No problem. So here is your tier list. You have names such as Masahiro Chono. You have Kota Ibushi on here. You've got AJ Styles. You've got Asia Kong. You've got Andrade. You've got Andre the Giant. You've got Chris Jericho, Bull Nakano, Christian Cage, Eddie Guerrero, Dynamite Kid, The Rock, The Great Suzuki. You have Sting. Tony Storm's on here. Zack Sabre Jr.'s on here. Will Ospreay's on here. Vader. Tanahashi. A large variety. Even Pentagon Jr. Jushin Thunder Liger's also on here. Kurt Angle's on here. Cena. Jay White. Bret Hart. We have a range. And Hayabusa. So the first thumbnail is the greatest. So let's make it relatively fair. We'll put legend. So your categories are the greatest, legend, top main eventer, upper mid card, Jey Uso category, which basically means you're shit. And then the final category is utter shit. So, where would you like to start? And I'm going to zoom in so you can see the faces. Where would you like to start? I'm going to turn off the comments so you can see all the faces. So, there's your top line. And you can pick anybody.
Okay.
Where do you want to start? Guys in the chat, you guys can do the same.
I want to start with AJ Styles.
Okay. Stealing it from me, but very well. Where's he going?
Greatest.
Okay. I'm going to go straight in with Bret Hart. Also in the greatest.
I'm going to put Asuka in the greatest.
Yep. I agree with that. I'm going to go next for Kurt Angle.
Let's put the heartbreak perv in the greatest.
Hmm?
I said, let's put the heartbreak perv in the greatest.
You want to put Shawn Michaels in the greatest?
Yeah.
Okay. Sting, legend or greatest?
This is going to sound harsh, but I would put him in legend.
No, it's not. I actually agree.
Because for as good as Sting was as a wrestler, I think his character kind of makes people think that he's better than he actually was.
Mm-hmm. Hey, Abel, I'm going to do the same with Taker.
Ooh. I see where you're going with this. Yeah,
Same point of view.
I see where you're going with that. Yeah, but I would say that in between the two of them, I would say that there's more of an argument for Undertaker being a greatest than there is for Sting.
Yes and no. I think there's a lot of longevity in there. I think for the two of them, longevity is really important. Their character transformation is really big. But I think in terms of how they conducted and carried a brand, I think they're exactly even. Xavier says, you're sure Josiah on Sting. I think they're very much even in terms of how they carried promotions. Like Sting carried WCW and they carried TNA when he needed to. But he was not selfish. You know, like he was not selfish enough to say, like,
I would actually say to a lesser extent for WCW, but definitely more so for TNA. But
to be fair, James also says the same. I think the only thing that stops me putting him up there was his tenure in WWE. Yeah, I think that's fair. Although it doesn't have to be the main thing, but I suppose that is understandable. Next, I'm going to go... Macho Man Randy Savage. And I'm a big Macho Man fan here. But I'm putting him in legend. And that for me is a mental toss of the coin.
I would also put him in there for two reasons. One, I think that he retired from competition in WWF too soon.
Mm-hmm.
And two, when he got to WCW, he was clearly past it at that point.
Yeah, even though he did reinvent himself.
Yeah.
But it's really important that he did that. Stone Cold greatest, I don't disagree with that.
Yeah. We can put him there now.
Yeah, absolutely.
I would actually say both versions of him. But I'd say both pre-injury and post-injury both would be in the greatest book.
So Fernando says Sting has always been superior. In terms of wrestling, yes. Character work? No.
Simply because the Undertaker's had about 6 different characters and they're all top tier there.
He did ban Macho Man, but he's talking about the actual retirement. Like in 1991, Macho Man did retire because he was actually just felt like he was giving up.
I wonder why he
Tina?
banned him. Let's ask Stephanie.
It's good to hear you, Tina. I'm good to see you. He honestly, so the first ban was he felt Macho Man was getting too old.
Yeah.
Which is ironic because Macho Man wasn't, and he was still top 3 on the roster with Perfect and Bret Hart. But also, it's the fact is he fought that Ultimate Warrior was much more bigger, a proven commodity. Even though Macho Man is the one that got, just like Rick Rude, the only person that got a great match out of Warrior.
It's funny you thought that, and then the next year he was literally firing Warriors.
Exactly. I like Savage IC title run more than the WWF title run, so just take my legend. So just my takes.
Well, his WWF title run was
ruined by Hogan.
Almost, yeah, because you knew that was the end result. So it's like you can't really get excited or enjoy the title run because you know how it's going to end already.
Yeah, seriously good though as well when you think about it, because when you look at to be fair, Savage's IC title run was incredible, but his WWF title run he deserved better. Fernando says, when was Taker as over as Sting in 96-97? 2007 to 2010.
Even before that as well.
To be fair, he was well over.
I'd say the whole of his American Badass run he was over.
Yeah. And also, are we disputing how over he was when he was in the Ministry? The best version of Taker. He was well over. Stone Cold is the GOAT.
Just because Vince ruined the whole Ministry angle by making himself the higher power, don't let that take away from how over that faction was.
Yeah. Sting was mad though, but you can't say Taker wasn't over as the Ministry version. You can't. Like, that would be lying. I'm going to say something as well, because Abo's put it in the chat. Everyone knows how big of a fan I was of The Rock growing up. I'm actually going to put The Rock in right now. Where is he?
I know exactly where he's going.
And I'm being very unbiased here. And
I know
before
exactly
anyone
where
dares try,
he's going in top main event, and he's
yes. Because The Rock in my opinion, only had 3 big years: 99, 2000, 2001. Even though he was great in
2001, even 2001, he was only there for half the year.
Yeah. The Ministry was garbage. No, it wasn't. Bret Hart needs... Shut up, Katherine. O2 when he did his stuff with Brock, yeah. And I'm not afraid to put The Rock in there. Like, I'm absolutely not afraid to put him.
And then we've also got to consider when he came back as well. You've got to take that into account as well.
Mm-hmm.
When he did all of the one-off matches, he did all of those one-off matches that didn't really do any favors for anyone.
Mm-hmm.
And then the whole fiasco of the last 2 to 3 years, which has basically ruined the whole company.
Exactly. Completely agree.
All for the sake of Bloodline cinema.
We all know Bret is going to be ranked the highest for obvious reasons. It's because Bret he's legitimately top 2, top 3 greatest wrestler of all time. Hogan goes in utter shit. Yes, agreed. Rock in 2003. Rock in 2003 was awesome, but bear in mind he was only there for spells. The character work was great though.
He was only there from January to March.
No, he was there till April because Backlash.
Oh,
and then he did return with the Christian stuff as well, to be fair, which was funny. But after that, he was gone until Mania 20.
Yeah.
Where are you going next? Because it's your turn.
I'm going.
I wasn't a fan of Joker
Flair.
Sting. You're going Ric Flair.
Mm-hmm.
Where is the creepy, constant, perverse character? Where is he?
Next to Rey Mysterio.
Where is... he's too small. I can't see him. There he is. What are you thinking?
And again, this is also going to be a controversial decision, but I'm putting him in Legend as well. Yeah. And it doesn't take a genius to tell you why.
He was just a great world champion. That was all.
Not even that. TNA. That's pretty much it for me.
Yeah, that's fair. It's weird, and it's his
everything else that he's done since then. All of these fake retirements.
Yeah,
I just
Eddie Guerrero upper mid card or top main event.
I would put Eddie in legend, and the
So
only
would I.
reason that he's not in greatest is because he died too soon.
Mm-hmm.
And also he gets marked down for introducing us to Dominic.
Yeah. Next one for me, Bo Nakano. For me, she's the greatest women's wrestler that ever lived.
Mm-hmm. No argument.
Just
then.
Josiah's spot on though. Like the Ric Flair run in TNA started really well, then it went to complete shit.
Yeah.
He should have just stuck with AJ Styles. We did not need Fortune as a faction.
No. Well, I mean,
We didn't need it.
I mean, you know what? I don't actually think that was the issue. I think it would have been fine if they didn't combine themselves with Immortal with it.
Yeah.
If it was just Styles, Beer Money, Kazarian, and Ric Flair on their own, I think it would have been fine. But them joining made it.
Yeah, putting,
because it was
be
pretty
fair,
much just a faction inside of a faction.
Nigel McGuinness was all right as Desmond Wolfe, but there was no need for that big Robbie Gorilla Monsoon wannabe to be there.
The thing is, I kind of view Fortune in Immortal the same way that I do the Brood in the Ministry. It's like a faction inside of a faction. Like they just didn't need to be there.
Yeah, there was potential for good things, but they took it way too differently.
Yeah.
But yes, 100%. Bo Nakano is the greatest women's wrestler of all time, and she's in number one, and that's the end of it.
Mm-hmm.
I liked Fortune up until they joined with. After Fortune joined with Immortal, I didn't care. Roman Reigns and John Cena, Jey Uso category. Don't worry, we've got plans for them. But Josiah, it's your turn, I believe.
I'm going niche pit time. Chris Hero, for me, is going in the greatest.
Yep. Where is he? I'm just looking for him. Because Chris Hero's great. Where is he? Because I did see him like literally 2 seconds ago.
And many people will be surprised at that. But just look at his body of work. And you'll see exactly
awesome.
why he's going.
Chris Hero is genuinely a game changer.
And also not just for his wrestling, but his contributions to it outside as well. In terms of training people, coaching, and all of the backstage producing and creative mindset that he has.
Who votes Cena in the utter shit category? Yeah. Whoever said Ric Flair belongs to the same category of Jey Uso, get off the crack. That's not what it is, Maria. That's not what it is, Maria, although your predictions are still required. Where is Chris Hero?
Next to Kaylee Ray.
Ah, see, he's beside a creepy bitch. That's why I couldn't see him. Because she is. There he is. Knockout artist, Chris Hero. And you've got him in the greatest.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna fight back on this one, and I want to see what I think we might debate on this.
Okay.
I think we're really going to debate on this. There's not a chance he's greater than Jushin Liger for me in a mask. Or Ultimo Dragon. I would say he's the third greatest mask wrestler, though. But I think Mysterio's a legend, not the greatest.
Yeah. And it's actually weird because I feel like you've either got to put him in legend or upper mid card. Because his main event runs were just terrible.
Yeah, Harley.
And there was actually a massive part of me that would have put him in upper mid card. But I think the thing that saves him from going in the upper mid card is his WCW stuff.
Yeah, when he was genuinely on fire. Is it true Chris Hero almost became a member of the Shield? Yes, but they chose Roman Reigns.
CM Punk wanted Chris Hero. but they wanted the Samoan man.
Yeah, he's a really brainy fellow. Oh, he's so smart. And he's the one
Yeah.
who stopped Ricochet from being a clown temporarily. Mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the fairest one? Well, it's you, Nature Boy, not that pissant Jay Lethal. Yeah, that was funny. Mr. Perfect, upper mid card, but he is a legend. Oh,
We're not putting him in the upper mid card. I'll tell you that now.
I cannot put him any. There's no way Perfect is lower than Rock.
No.
I would say Perfect is a legend, but I'm putting in Liger first. Where's my man? There he is. Straight in. Back to you.
Right.
Rey Mysterio buries Liger. No, he does not.
Who said that?
Fernando. No, he doesn't.
Oh wait. I see one person. Riddle is going in utter shit.
Yeah, Riddle's absolutely going in utter shit. Where is he? I did see like his disgusting. There he is. Mr. Perfect is better than Bret Hart. At promos, yes. At wrestling, no.
Although in terms of wrestling, it is a lot closer than many would give it credit for.
I agree. Just like it's very close between Kurt and Bret as well.
Yeah.
But there's no way in hell that Rey Mysterio buries Liger. I mean, I'm sorry, but that's delusional. Now I know that he is a piece of shit. And he's an extreme piece of shit. But I am going to put where is he? Because I did call him a piece of shit. There he is. Austin Aries is an upper mid card. Which Liger match should I watch? Go and watch Jushin Liger absolutely destroy Rey Mysterio. To be fair, Liger versus Flying Brian at Starrcade 92 is all you need to watch. Who's next for you?
Let's have it. I'm going to take Owen Hart.
Mr. Perfect was a better character and better on the mic and better at selling. He was better on the mic, better at selling? No. He was better doing the outlandish selling, but in terms of actually selling a match, Bret was better. He was far better. The character, Hitman versus perfection, well, excellence versus perfection, in a way, yes. But if you actually look at it, both of them are the perfect representation of what you want in a wrestler.
I'm going to go for Owen Hart here.
I'm assuming legend.
Yeah. For two reasons. The first reason, similar to Eddie, is obviously we didn't get to see what could have been for him.
And also, fuck you,
But for reason number two, he wasn't better than Bret, and Bret's in the greatest. So by that, Owen can't be.
Although it's actually just as close.
Yeah.
That's how good he was. Up next, I'm going to go with... Triple H.
I reckon you're going to put him in the same tier as The Rock. Because they're pretty much the same thing. Yeah.
Yeah. Roddy Piper equals legend, says Abu. Chester says Bruno Sammartino and greatest.
The fact that because you've got to think about it, Triple H and The Rock were pretty much each other's greatest rivals, so it makes sense that they're both in the same category. Yeah.
And they were over pushed. One of them because he was a draw, the other one because he was getting knuckle dustered into the boss's daughter. Triple H and legend says Katherine.
You, to be fair, you could argue that they're both still over pushed now that they're...
Oh yeah, they still are. Who's next for you?
We are going to go for Okada.
I was really hoping to get him, but on you go. What are you thinking?
You know, you don't even need to ask me where he's going. You know where he's going. Just put him there.
Where he
Absolutely.
belongs. It's the only place he belongs, which by proxy.
Yep. And since we're on that theme, Tanahashi, put him there.
Not even a debate.
Absolutely not.
What if Bobby the Brain Heenan managed Bret Hart instead of Mr. Perfect? That would have been a match made in heaven. Because Bret Hart loved Bobby Heenan. Okada and the Great, absolutely. Katherine, you think everyone is a legend, including Hangman? Lol. Next one.
Yeah, just the master of reinvention.
Yeah.
And relevancy.
Who's next for you?
I'm going for Andre the Giant.
Andre. Uh-huh.
And I'm putting him in Legend.
Same. My next pick, I'm going to go for Suri. And I actually think based on where she's at, it's between two. It's Legend or the Greatest.
I would say Legend for now, for the simple reason that it's still early.
Yeah, but her success is crazy on the great scale.
If she keeps going at the rate that she is at now, I'd say in about 3 to 5 years she'll be up there.
Yeah, if Triple H didn't marry Stephanie, he would not be ranked a legend right now. No, that's why we didn't even put him in the legend category anyway.
Yeah.
But still, regardless, who's next for you? Temple's favorite masked wrestler still unlisted. Naomichi Marufuji still in here. Samoa Joe still here. Shibata, Nakamura, Naito, Steamboat. Shout to Suri for her match with Athena was amazing. Yes, it was, Xavier.
Yeah.
We've got Razor Ramon, Mick Foley, Ultimate Warrior, utter shit. Yep. Where is Warriors even here?
Put him in there now. We're not.
I don't think Warriors actually here. I don't think they've included Warrior.
Well, I see Ultimo Dragon. He is going in the Greatest.
Yeah, that's Ultimo Dragon, yeah.
And he's going in the Greatest, no questions asked.
Yeah. For me, he's the second greatest masked wrestler. Mm-hmm. For me, my third favourite, to be fair, is it's for me, I know I said Rey Mysterio earlier on as a consensus, but for me, my opinion, it's Juventud Guerrero. And then Psychosis, then Rey Mysterio.
Many people actually don't remember that Juvi had the mask.
Yeah. They're lucky he wasn't an ugly bastard.
Yeah.
Right, so you just did Ultimo Dragon, so it's my turn next.
Mm-hmm.
You're not gonna like this one.
You're gonna put Zack Sabre Jr. in top main eventer. Mm-hmm. I could see it coming, and I actually have no complaints on it.
Oh, thank God! Just because it's still too early.
For as good as he is, and as weirdly as old as he is, mm-hmm. I still feel like there's more for him to do.
I agree. Who is next for you? And I still think Pentagon Jr. is still better than Rey Mysterio. He's in my top. Well, actually, he's ahead of Mysterio for me always. Who's next for you?
I'm going to go for Kota Ibushi.
You're going for Kota Ibushi, and I'm gonna guess.
Yes.
No love for
He
Mr.
would be
America
like,
and the greatest wrestler. Lol.
he
Psycho
would
Sid,
be, he would
legend.
have been. Kota Ibushi would have been in the legend status, but he's had too much time out.
Oh, so you think he should go down one?
No, he's perfect where he is. I said that he would have been in the greatest, but he's had too much time out.
Oh, thank God, I was going to say. Reece, that's a hot take with Penta and Ray. I just prefer Pentagon Jr. than Rey Mysterio, but I like WCW Ray and early 2000s Rey Mysterio. Right, my next pick. Terry Funk in the greatest. Because it's just anybody who says he's below that is just brain dead.
Mm-hmm.
Who's next for you, sir?
I'm on the subject of you putting Terry Funk in the greatest. I'm gonna put Mick Foley there as well.
Yes, good man. Unlike fucking Hulk Hogan. Hulk Hogan said he was fat and lazy and eating cheeseburgers.
Everything that he put his body through for our entertainment, there's no way that you can't put him in the greatest category.
And he had good matches.
Yeah,
like seriously,
and he's and he's also one of the rare exceptions where even all of his post-retirement matches were somewhat decent to watch with.
Terry Funk, Godfather of Extreme. I think it's either the Sabu or the Iron Sheik.
I'm just going to the loo quickly.
Hey, Sabu or Sheik, sorry. Say that again. Oh, he's
I'm just going to the loo quickly.
Okay, I will in the meantime put someone in. I'm putting Christopher Daniels in the legend category. Controversial, but Dusty Rhodes equals top main eventer. I actually agree. Chat, put some picks in that you want to see. I'm going to put Bryan Danielson in the greatest as well. If there's anyone else you want to see added to a list, feel free. Jericho and Legend. I've got Jericho in the greatest. For longevity, character inventions, overall title success, promotional success. I'm going to put Asia Kong in Legend. Mercedes equals Legend. Okay. That's a fair shout. Where is she? I'm alright with that. Controversial. And just to fuel the fire, I've got Edge / Adam Copeland in top main eventer. And I've got Christian Cage in Legend. Yeah. And to be fair, it's not because I don't like Adam Copeland. It's the reason why I've got Christian Cage ahead is because of how well Christian Cage was able to redefine himself and adapt, whereas Adam Copeland, not his fault, obviously his injuries were really bad, but it took him out the game for a long time, and when he did, his work rate wasn't up there, and he kept getting really bad injuries, and it took him off. So I think that does go against him a little bit, which is a bit of a shame. Interesting. See, a lot of people are thinking he will as well. I think he should. Dean Malenko and Legend, absolutely. The Iceman cometh. The reason I say Copeland at Legend is because Copeland was one of the blueprints to being a heel, but understandable. Yeah, that's a fair point. I don't disagree with that either. Andrade, I'm going to say, is top main eventer. And I'm going to say the same for British Bulldog. Doug Williams, I'm a big fan of, but I'm going to say upper mid-card. Yes, he trademarked the cornerstone. Jeff Cobb, Jey Uso category. This wanker. Utter shit. Samoa Joe going into Legend. Razor Ramon, Legend. And I'm going to put Marufuji in Legend as well because of Noah. And then before the big man returns, I'm going to pick one more, and that's Naito and Legend. Right, sir. So these are the ones I've put so far. Jeff Cobb is in the Jey Uso category. I put Doug Williams, one of my favourite British wrestlers. I put him in the upper mid card. I've got utter shit. I've added him. And then I've put Naito, Marufuji, Scott Hall, Samoa Joe, Malenko, Christian Cage, Banks, Asia Kong, and Daniels in Legend. And I've put some of the chat nominated these ones, but then also I put Danielson and Harley Race in the greatest. And I put Edge, Andrade, and British Bulldog in top main eventer with Dusty Rhodes. Is there any that you agree on that you want to change, or do you want to move on to the next name?
I mean, I think that if you've put Edge in top main eventer, whether you like him or not, I think that John Cena has to be at least in the same tier.
For a moment, I thought you were going to ask me why I put him in that.
Well, I'm not asking you why he put him in there. I know why you put him in there. But also considering the fact that you've got, I don't think that Keen and Roman Reigns are in the same tier either. And Roman's not moving from that tier. Roman's not.
I'll let that slide then once.
And Roman's not moving from that tier either, by the way.
Exactly. Right, you've got some names to pick.
Right.
But we forgot. Hold on, I forgot to put one in there. Hold on, because we all agreed on Perfect and Legend. Hold on.
Yeah.
There we go. Right, who's next for you?
I am going to say John Moxley.
Since when? Something's very strange. John Moxley. Okay.
Hmm.
Where?
I'm gonna put him in the greatest.
Okay. It's Cena's utter shit. He can stay there, says Abu. Will Ospreay and Legend, says Xavier.
That's another tough one as well.
I think I'm going to say something crazy. You can't have him so far ahead of Zack Sabre Jr. when they're both legitimately the best wrestlers in the world. Just because Dave Meltzer gives him so many 5 stars that don't make sense. When he's got a lot of great matches, he gave a 5-star to that Blake Christian match.
Oh yeah.
Which was
I
absolutely
think
horseshit.
this is a weird one. I think this is a weird one because you can't have him so far ahead of Zack Sabre Jr., but you also can't have him too far behind Kenny Omega.
Therefore, it's either top main eventer or legend. Which is what Xavier's saying. He's got legend.
Yeah, I would put him in the legend just based on his accolades.
Yeah. He is phenomenal.
And who knows, in a couple of years, maybe he will be the greatest too, maybe.
Mm-hmm. Because also, are we genuinely saying that Moxley is better than Guerrero?
I think, you know what, it's more
thing.
than... I think it's more so what he's been able to do. Because pretty much when he left WWE, he was completely a dead rubber type of wrestler.
Yeah.
And then he's gone off to AEW and New Japan, and he's created so much history. There's no way that you can't put him there.
Yeah. I'm sorry, Kat, it's the body of New Japan, AEW, and even what I've heard of Rev Pro. Ospreay is top tier. He isn't legend yet. So Katherine's saying Ospreay is top main eventer. To be fair, that's not a bad shout.
It's not a bad shout, but I would just say the fact that he's won 2 Best of the Super Juniors, he's basically a Grand Slam champion in New Japan.
What if we put a category in between? What if we put a category in between legend and main eventer, which says what would you, something you would call it? Like right in between the top main eventer and legend.
I don't know what you'd call that.
Like bridging legendary status? Or nearing legendary status?
I guess you could say that, but then in that case, you're pretty much putting everyone in that tier then, except Andrade, because it's too early.
I'm going to say controversially, Dusty Rhodes doesn't make that list, neither does Triple H or The Rock.
Oh yeah.
Oh, Bill. Almost legend. Yeah.
You know what? Dusty can stay there just because of what he's making me have to go through now. Just because.
Agreed. Right. Let's see.
But everyone else apart from those other 2 corporate clowns can go into that tier.
Yes. Right. Let's see if we can find a freaking top accolades, says Abu. Top accolades / almost legend.
You know what? I'd say borderline legend.
Yeah, that's fair. Let's see. Add a row below. And we'll get out the fucking way. Because that way we can then make a few. Now you can make some fair changes. Agree 100% with Katherine. Will Ospreay is the best in the world out of current talent. Fair. So by proxy, he's going in there.
Yep.
And then that means we can realistically put that there. Because to be fair, the only reason I put him down here is because I was trying to be fair, but he is a British wrestling legend. Category main star.
But now that you put that there, I think about it. what makes Edge a borderline legend and not an actual legend?
For me, it was the length of time out, plus when he's returned to wrestling. Like, we haven't seen an awful lot of him, and even when we do, he either gets injured or it just doesn't go anywhere. Whereas the reason why I've got Christian Cage as a legend is Christian did get a bad injury, but the minute he recovered and got back into wrestling, he's completely redefined himself in two separate companies. That's why I've got Christian Cage in that. Yeah, and he was the first big jump to TNA when TNA were needing a big star. He was the first major big jump, if you think about it. Because I think he was a bigger jump than Jeff Hardy was in 04. Christian in 05 was like the biggest shockwave.
I mean, to be fair, Jeff Hardy, I would say that he's the biggest because Jeff Hardy only went there because he had nowhere else to go.
Whereas people really wanted Christian
and Christian went there. Christian went there because he chose to leave. Jeff Hardy got fired and had no other choice.
And Christian loves the NWA.
Yeah. Which you can clearly see from the way he carries himself now.
Exactly. So does that allow us a chance then to put Suri in borderline legend then?
Yeah.
Right. Anyone else here right now you're changing? Upper mid card equals Matt Cardona from Indie Days, not WWE. Is there any you want to change?
Okay, I would probably put, if we're doing it like that, then I would put Edge, Cena, and Davey in borderline legend, but keep everyone else how they are.
Okay. Where do you guys rank the Texas Tornado legend? Despite the injury.
Wait, no. The Texas Tornado, I would say upper mid card, but Kerry Von Erich is legend.
Therefore, you bounce out. Willie Mack's existing AEW deal expired some time ago because he was offered a new deal, but not to sign it. Willie Mack isn't even.
He went on some rant today.
I'm not surprised. Okay. From who we've got left, I'm gonna go with. I'm going for Low-Ki. And for me, Low-Ki is a legend. Without a doubt. Now you have that category, Reece and Josiah. I think The Rock belongs in that category. He thinks Rock belongs in borderline. Yeah. 7 world titles, held pretty much everything, did main event or headline WrestleMania several years running, but
I just don't think he was there long enough.
Yeah.
If anything, Triple H has more of a shout in going into borderline legend than The Rock does.
But we're still not putting him in it.
I just don't like him, so he's not going to man.
Yeah, same. I think Doug, to be fair, I think in that case, borderline legend, I do think Doug Williams belongs in it because of what he did in TNA and the British wrestling scene.
Yeah, fair. That's fair.
And that means Austin Aries can stay in upper mid card on his own for now.
Yeah.
Speaking of upper mid card, however, I do have to make an unfortunate name. Takahashi.
You're gonna put her? Yeah, just because he gets squashed by every heavyweight that he ever faces.
Yeah, it has to be character realism for him. Who's next for you, sir?
I'm going for Ishii.
Oh God, now I'm scared. Where are you putting him?
This is weird. This is weird because it feels like now there needs to be a tier between legend and borderline legend because that's where I'd put him. That's
the lazy legend. Actually, we should call this one between borderline.
Just for the sake of what he's done before he got washed, I'll put him in legend.
I was actually going to say we should have the category as Catherine's wank bank, and it's just Ishii.
Yeah. but what I will say is Ishii is probably the weakest legend that will go into that tier.
Nah, Masahiro Chono.
You think?
No,
because Chono didn't turn. Yeah, because Chono's won God knows how many G1s and he's actually been the champion.
Exactly. And speaking of that, I am going straight away for Jay White.
hmm
Borderline legend.
Yeah.
Because for God's sake, it's
He
Jay
would he
fucking
would
White.
he would have already been there, but because of the injuries, we need to see more.
And losing to one-legged MJF.
Oh yeah, and
That's an
getting
automatic
beat up
points
by
off.
and the fact that he was going to end up jumping to one-legged Adam Cole as well. Don't forget that.
The lazy legend, that's me, my own special category, says Abu. And then Katherine says, don't talk bad about her sexual organs. Jesus Christ, Katherine. Who's next for you, sir? Who's next? You've got a couple to pick anyway, because you had a list, so you've got as many as you can do the next 5.
I'll take both Young Bucks and put them in Borderline Legend.
Yep, Matt and Nick in Borderline Legend. I'm fair with that.
Because I want to see how their recent face turn. I want to see how that develops.
Yeah, that's fair. Who's next? You've got another 3.
I'm putting
Yes.
Gunther in that in. I'm putting Gunther in that as shite because I think he's just boring to watch.
I always knew you were great for this podcast and this YouTube channel.
If we were doing it based on just wrestling, I would put him in Borderline Legend. But the fact that he's just awful on the eye, that takes so much away from me. That's
exactly 2 more.
William Regal is going in Legend.
Yep. And then last one for you for now. Who's next? I have a very controversial one.
This is an easy one for me. Sami Zayn is going in the Jey Uso categories.
Yes.
Because everything he's done,
Rod?
because everything he's done post whenever he dropped the tag titles to the Judgment Day has been pathetic. He shouldn't have beat Gunther. He shouldn't have won the United States title the first time. He shouldn't have won it the second time. And he shouldn't have ruined Carmelo Hayes' well-deserved Mania moment. And
I agree. I have a very bold one, but I want to see what you think.
Minoru Suzuki. No debate. No questions. No notes.
Sami Zayn is a lot better than Jey Uso. No, they're both equally shit. Genuinely.
Well, no, Sami Zayn, he's a good wrestler, but he's just insufferable.
Used to be. He used to be.
Jey.
Is borderline Jey Uso and utter shit for Sami. Agreed. Carmelo Hayes was screwed. No, Carmelo Hayes is crap too, let's be real. But in some ways, yes, he was.
He is, but he just deserved it more, but he just...
Yeah. Who's next for you?
Kevin Owens for me.
Legend, I'm going to assume. Or borderline.
Yes. You know what? I'm going to put him in Legend for the simple fact that the WWE, they haven't given him much, but whatever they do give him, he makes it work.
Exactly. That El Generico is gone. I'm going to go for a big ballsy one here. And if you've listened to me in the past about my discussions about ECW, shit's about to get real. And I'm not afraid to do this.
I know exactly where this is going, and I like it.
RVD in top main event.
And I actually think even that's generous.
Yeah, I was tempted between top main event and upper mid card. The only reason I put him in top main event,
you can't put him in the same category as Austin Aries. You can't.
No, I can't. That's cruel. But also the fact is, he did hold 3 world titles that he did deserve, but his actions led to 2 of them being taken off him. It led to the great storyline for Jeff Hardy turning heel, which I'll grant, but he should never beat AJ Styles for the TNA world title. But his entire category was great. However, I can't put him any higher because of the fact is RVD wasted a lot of his career. Great wrestler, but he was a waster.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And Katherine agrees, thank God. Yeah, it's honest. Jericho's happy that Kevin Owens is a legend. He just made the list. I've got nothing against RVD, by the way, but I'm being straight fast. Like RVD, if we're just talking ECW RVD, original ECW, he's in borderline legend. But then you look throughout the rest of his career, the only time he wasn't lazy was when he went to Dragon Gate before he did that AEW appearance.
Yeah, which he probably never should have done.
Because 2001 to 2006 RVD was genuinely good, but 3 years after that he did fuck all. Then he turned up in TNA for a couple of years and didn't do much apart from
all, basically.
He won the world title, lost it, and then he got mugged off. And then he won the X Division title, even that was not enjoyable. That run was not enjoyable at all.
It's so weird. That X Division run was so weird. I don't even remember who he beat or who he lost.
Zima Ion.
Yeah. All I remember is he had a ladder match with someone at Lockdown or something like that.
Exactly.
The
match with Jerry Lynn was good though. When Jerry Lynn returned and turned heel on him, that was good. Because everyone's like, "Oh, RVD's the most perfect X Division wrestler," and then obviously everyone got offended because Jerry Lynn got offended because they called him the pioneer of the X Division. I was like, "Well, Jeff Hardy's the most perfect X Division champion, never to be X Division champion."
Yeah.
Like that's another thing as well. He's had 3 X Division title matches. He's never won one of them. He's the only guy that deserves it that hasn't won it. Right? Who's next for you?
And he's probably not going to win it now either.
Yeah, it won't happen. And there's likely
Although to be fair, given TNA's booking decisions, I wouldn't be surprised if he did win out now.
If he does win it now, it means fuck all because he should have won it years ago when it mattered. Who's next?
Although to be fair, they'll probably be at WrestleMania given Matt Hardy's recent tweets.
Yeah,
to be honest, I'd take that just so it gets the belt away from Logan Paul.
But then also you've got the fact is like they've got this stupid heel turn with the Righteous, which made no sense. Who's next for you?
Yeah. Anyway, we'll get to them after.
Back to business.
Let's go for. Who's that next to Tommaso Ciampa?
Tony Storm and let me zoom in. Fuck off. I don't want to look at fucking. I'm trying to recognize who that is.
I've got no idea who that is.
It's just a shame that it's this picture of Tony Storm they've used. I mean, I missed that version of Tony Storm, but it doesn't really matter. But, yeah. I'm not sure who that is, and I can't remember. Really annoyed I can't remember. It's not like, based on the build, it's Matt Morgan. It's not Matt Morgan.
It looks like Crimson.
I don't think it is. Because Crimson
it's
didn't
probably
have
not.
with it. I'm not sure. I really can't remember.
Hold on, is that Toriano there?
No. No, Toriano's not there. Who's next though? Who else?
I've seen Trish Stratus. She's gonna go in the great.
Catherine's not gonna like that.
She doesn't like anything. It's alright.
True. I actually agree with Xavier. That's my next pick. I've got Vader in borderline legend. And the reason why I've got him in borderline, not legend, is because of just how destructively stiff he was in the ring when he caused a lot of problems for talent. That renounces a bit of his status, but he was a great Triple Crown champion and I'll never deduct that. And he was a great WCW champion.
And he also didn't do himself any favors either. So.
Exactly. Who's next for you?
Nakamura in the greatest.
Yes. Oh, Katherine actually agreed. I'm shocked.
I don't care about what WWE have done to him. He is just in the greatest.
Sadly, Amazing Red is not here. This is pre-constructed tier lists. That's why Psycho Sid's not here. Great Suzuki and the greatest. You, if he wasn't, I'd be absolutely mortified. Bandito with the white with the blue is cool. Who's next for you?
I would put Finn Balor in Borderline Legend.
I was going to put him in upper mid card for how shit he's been the last 6 years. But Borderline Legend is fair. Because he's out other success elsewhere does trumpet, sorry.
And I also do feel like there's still something there for him, potentially.
If he just gets his fingers at his arse and leave. I'm going to go... right up there. Top tier. Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. I've got Ricky Steamboat in the top tier, without a doubt.
Yep.
Let's see. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11, 22, 33, 44, 55, 66, 77, 88 to go. Tajiri is sadly not on this list. I wish he was. We've got 88 wrestlers to go.
I'm going to put Shingo Takagi in Legend.
I was going to put him in Borderline.
I think he's already there.
Fair. That's fair. I'll tell you what, I'll let you pick 5 on the bounce. So I'll let you pick another 4.
Ricochet is, for me, is going in upper mid card.
Yep.
I think he's the exact same as Hiromu.
Agreed. Who's next? There's one there right, sitting staring right in the face.
Keiji Muto.
Yep.
Easy.
Has to be number 1.
Easy.
Top tier.
The greatest.
I was going to save him till later. Katherine says Roddy Piper greatest. Rowdy is on. Rowdy is here.
He is there. I personally would put him in Legend.
Why? Present your case. Because you could convince the chat to agree with you. Oh, his Wi-Fi turned on him, folks.
I'd say he was 94 to 90. 94 to 96. I would say was more than a step down from what he was doing previously.
Mm-hmm.
And then when he went to WCW, there was too much Ric Flair, Hogan stuff, which definitely takes a lot of the shine away. And he let Hogan
pin him clean.
Yeah.
But also, another thing to counter him, though, is this guy reinvented how a wrestler does a talk show. This is the guy who cracked a coconut over a murderer's head. And also, he did go 10 years without losing a match by pinfall or submission. A record that was only bettered by Andre, who went 15 years. But
he let Hogan pin him clean.
Exactly. So, chat.
And I'm pretty sure he also let Warrior pin him clean too.
He did. Well,
Yeah, so
Andre
he's going
did,
in
yeah.
legend.
Andre did. He let Warrior beat him in 45 seconds.
Yeah.
Chat, we will have a fair one. Is Roddy in greatest or is Roddy in legend? Be fair. Josiah's made fair points. I'm actually quite surprised.
What do you mean you're surprised?
It's just funny. Top tier or second tier? Second tier is legend, top tier is the greatest. Roddy is greatest. Chat deduction, there's more votes to be fair. They've outvoted you.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough.
Right. This is gonna sound really, really painful. And unfortunately it's true. But some things must be said. Kyle O'Reilly is upper mid card.
Yeah.
Chester said greatest. Carl said legend. Carl did agree with you, by the way. To be fair, I was stuck between the two. I was actually for different variants because you made fair points. So, who's next for you?
Is that Jimmy Snooker next to Yuji Nagata?
I don't think Jimmy Snooker's actually here. Yuji Nagata, where is he? What row is he on?
Row 4. Well, no. 1, 2, 3, 4. Row 6. No, row 6 is the one above that. That's row 7. That's...
Oh, sorry. Yuji Nagata. No, I'm not. That one there.
Yeah.
That's not Snooker.
Is
It doesn't
not?
help that it doesn't say who it is, though. That's the problem. It should highlight saying who they are. But it sadly doesn't. But on the same row, it is actually a very interesting shout, though.
And who would that be?
There's a Londoner on that row.
Oh, Nigel McGuinness.
Mm-hmm. Is that Stardust? No, Abu.
This is interesting. It's definitely either legend or borderline legend for me.
Mm-hmm.
And I think he's going in legend. Huh?
Yeah. He was just too damn good. And that series of matches with Kurt Angle as well and Bryan Danielson were phenomenal.
And then even since he's been able to come back as well, he's never disappointed.
Exactly. It's almost like he's an example of age comes but
Like
talent stays.
I would go as far as to say that match that he had with Zack Sabre Jr. at Forbidden Door last year was my match of the night.
Yeah. I really enjoyed it. It was so damn good. Who's next?
Johnny Gargano is going in Jey Uso category.
Good lad.
And it's a shame because he had so much promise, but it just got wasted.
I agree. Which is going to surprise you when I do the same with Dragon Lee.
Yeah.
Who's next?
Although, to be fair, I will... this is a rare bit of Triple H praise that I'm going to give him. He is at least now trying to do something with Dragon Lee.
Long overdue.
But for me, it's still not going to mean anything unless he wins the IC title at WrestleMania, which, let's face it, isn't going to happen.
Yeah.
And you know exactly who's going to win it.
Yeah. Exactly. Who's next?
Is that Akira Tozawa?
It is.
You know what? I'm actually going to put him in low-key legend, because if you actually watch his stuff from his time in Japan and compare it to what he's doing now, you wouldn't believe that that's the same person. But he's actually very good. But he's actually very good. For me, Kenta's going in legend. If he didn't go to WWE, he'd be in the best seat.
Oh, hands down.
And to be fair, give it another year, and he could still find his way there.
To be fair, his recent GHC title run as well was absolutely brilliant, carrying Noah as well when he needed it. And his GTS will always be better than CM Puke. Who's next for you?
Who is next? I am going to go for Pac.
I did see him. Where are you? There you are.
And he, for me, is going.
The guy who you fought, Nuka, Google says he's a Mexican wrestler from CMLL.
That does not look like a Mexican wrestler from CMLL.
Yeah, Tommaso upper mid card. I agree. But where are you putting Pac?
A borderline legend.
Yeah. Oh, what the fuck? Wee fucker didn't want to move. He's like, I heard borderline legend. He dipped. Hayabusa, I'm gonna put in legend as well, just for the overall success, and he did transcend Mexican wrestling. And to be fair, he was actually good in WWE. That match with 1-2-3 Kid was crazy. And I'm just quickly stealing it.
Shibata in The Greatest.
Yeah. Have a good one, Abel. Sleep well, dude. Who's next? You can have two.
Well, I'll take Seth Rollins.
Mm-hmm.
And again, this is, for me, is one of those where there needs to be another tier between legend and borderline legend. But for him, I'm putting him in borderline.
Mm-hmm. I can't argue with that. I can't argue with that at all. Both from major runs when he got into the main roster and WWE, and also Tyler Black. It's just crazy good.
CM Punk, however, will be going in the legend tier for me.
Mm-hmm. He has a dick.
Just everything that he did before he went to WWE. His first run was very good. I think the only thing that stopped him from being in the greatest is, one, the length of absence he had.
Yep.
And then two, his AEW run was just plagued with injuries.
I completely agree. My next one, same category.
Although I will say, if he beats Roman, I'm putting him in the greatest because thank you.
Yeah. My next one, same category. Kojima.
That's pretty ironic, actually.
Yeah, because it was his only one and only Forbidden Door match.
Yeah.
Who's next for you?
Who is next? Pete Dunne.
Oh, please put him somewhere crap where he belongs.
He's going in upper mid card.
Yeah, that's fair.
And the only thing that stops him from going in Jey Uso category is how successful he was at such a young age.
Yeah.
Because how you've gone from that to being a masked clown. How you've allowed that to happen to yourself is embarrassing.
I generally have no words. Despite his poor WWE run,
Well, poor so far. We'll see how his
Yeah.
IC title reign goes.
I still find Penta's a legend regardless because of AEW, Triple S, CMLL, and TNA, and Lucha Underground.
Speaking of Triple A, he's defending the IC title against Vikingo on the next Triple A show.
I think that'll actually be all right. Actually, for a match, I think that'll be all right. Although
You know,
Vikingo
I was like, I'd love for that to have a weird finish, and that ends up with Vikingo being in the ladder match as well.
Yeah, I hope so as well.
And then you can actually show Javon Evans how to use the ropes.
True. Who is next for you? Tell you what, I'm going to go crazy. 4, 15, 26, 37, 48, 59, 70. Go and pick 10.
10. Kushida legend.
Kushida, yeah, agreed.
Keith Lee upper mid card.
Mm-hmm.
As sad as that is, that's just how it is. Bruno Sammartino, you've got to put in the greatest, despite that era of wrestling not being great.
I agree.
The Yuji Nagata, he is legend, but he is, I would say he's like pretty close to being in the greatest categories.
Lita's not here.
No, she's not.
NXT Pete
So
Dunne
that's
was an
3.
arse kicker. WWE stinker, agreed.
Yeah.
Who's next?
Bandito's going borderline legend for me. And that is, and I will admit that is based on this last year. He's completely won me over.
Yeah, he's been deadly.
Yeah. Ted DiBiase.
Dickhead for what he's doing to those people, but
Well, apparently he's not done anything. If you pay attention to Mississippi law, if you believe that. But he's going in upper mid card.
Yes.
Because he didn't win anything. Apart from the tag titles.
Yeah, great character, nothing more. Even though he was a good worker, but he never got what he should have won, and that was a world title.
Yeah.
Who's next?
Like the chat said, Tommaso Ciampa's going in upper mid card as well. Tony Storm, I'd say legend.
Yeah.
Some may say it's too early, but I just think the body of work that she's done in AEW that puts her there by default.
Especially after Charlotte Flair embarrassed her.
Yeah. So Kaylee Ray, also upper mid card. She's another one that suffers from the whole CAD potential, but has been ruined by the system
and injuries.
Kairi Sane is going in legend his.
Oh, hands down.
Claudio Castagnoli, I'd say borderline, but he's getting that.
Yeah.
How many has that been?
You've got another 4.
Okay. Now we are getting towards some wrestlers that I don't recognize them. If that's Bruiser Brody, I'm putting him in legend as well.
Yeah. Same.
Even though he was a bit of a menace to himself.
Mhm.
Oh, this is annoying. I do recognize the man in the glasses, but I don't know. I can't remember his name.
The on the top row,
Yeah,
Chono.
I reckon. Yeah, he's in the greatest.
I'm surprised you haven't taken the man who's a couple of places down the same row. Look on the top row.
No, I can't tell.
Well, I'll show you in a second.
Zoom in. I can't tell who that is. Yeah, I still can't tell who that is.
That's Inoki.
Ah. Well, he's definitely going in the greats as well.
Yep. Right, now it's back to me. Buddy Rogers, legend.
Ray Phoenix.
I think he's.
It's weird. I don't think I can put him on the same level as Penta. I don't.
Me neither.
Because he hasn't. Because as good as they've been as a tag team, Penta also has the singles accolades that Phoenix doesn't.
Mm-hmm. For me, Tiger Mask, legend.
Wait, what Tiger Mask is that?
Tiger Mask 2.
Okay, yeah. If it was Tiger Mask 4,
it'd be greatest.
Then you're looking at the greatest again.
Mm-hmm.
But unfortunately, it's not, so he isn't.
I think that's Giant Baba.
Okay, I'll be honest. I don't know any of the rest of these.
I know some of them. You'll recognize her though, surely.
That's Mickey. I know her. She was she was in NXT UK. I know she is Mickey Salamora or something like that.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I know who she is. She can go in the greatest, is she? Because she is
genuinely. Yeah. I'm gonna go with, even though he's a piece of shit, Dynamite Kid, legend. More of a legend than Bulldog, if I'm being honest.
Yeah.
We have that's what's his name? The guy who used to get wheelchaired about on Raw back in the early 2000s.
I know. Freddie Blassie.
Yes, Freddie Blassie. That's him there.
From what I heard, he was very good.
Mm-hmm. Very creepy though.
As it turns out, many from that time, was it?
Mm-hmm. That one should be familiar to you.
That just looks like one of El Grande Americano's minions.
It's Mil Mascus.
Well, I know that, but it looks like one of his minions. Well,
yeah.
And he's going to be legend.
Yeah, he is. Who is the redhead one wearing pink?
The redhead one wearing pink.
This one.
Yes, who is that?
I'm not sure, but there's one person in here that I absolutely do know, and there's no other place except Legend for him.
Taka Michinoku?
Yep.
Even though he is a bit of a pleb now, even though he's...
Yeah, he is a pleb. I feel like for the sake of kindness, all these here, we're going to
They can
do
just go into a category. They can just...
No, we're going to do an honourable thing.
Oh.
We're just going
That's
to leave them. We're just going to stick to these guys.
Fair enough.
Right. I'm actually happy with all of these. Yeah, when he was the narrator for the WF pay-per-views, he was awesome. Agreed.
Mm.
Right.
I still remember the speech that he gave before the winner take all match at Survivor Series.
Yeah, that was really good. What we're gonna do?
Where they got him standing up in the wheelchair before Shane and Stephanie said, "Wait for this."
Yeah. Let's see if I can. Can I just go up a little bit? There we go. I'm gonna take a screenshot of that, just for documenting. And what I'm thinking is we do. I'm gonna put it in just for you guys. I'm gonna put a little wee folder. I'm just gonna call it tier list. We'll try one more. So I'll close that down. So let's have a look. What's the next one?
Seems like TNA are going to escape your wrath today.
I'll get them next time. We're going to do a crazy one. One more. WrestleMania main events.
Oh, okay.
The furthest it goes up to is it looks like it's the women's triple threat. That's as far as it goes. Nah, I don't think that's good enough. Do you want to do WWE belt designs?
So what was that?
So I'll give you a choice. WrestleMania main events from WrestleMania 1 until Rousey, Lynch, Flair triple threat, because that's all as far as it goes. Or we do WWE rivalries. We do WWE belt designs or the Undertaker streak.
That's interesting. I've got a toss up between two. It's either going to be the Mania main event or the Undertaker streak.
It's your call.
But it's just picking which one. I think because there are more of them, we'll do the main event.
So there's
but
1, 2,
but
3,
the streak
4,
is
5.
definitely something that will be done.
Well, I'll
Well,
let
there's
you make
35.
I'll let you make them informed. No, it's only the main events. Yeah.
Yeah. So there's 35. So
3,
because
6,
you said it
9,
goes up to
12,
Yeah,
15, 18, 21, 23, 25, 27, 29, 31, 33. Yep, 35. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, There's 44 belt designs. There's also
Yeah,
factions.
we're gonna do the main events because belt designs that just doesn't interest me. They're all crap, pretty much. nowadays.
Main events. Okay, doke. These are your main events.
Mhm.
So your categories for this is GOAT, Epic, Great, Very Good, Good, Average. I'm going to put Diabolical, Horseshit, the worst of all time.
I'm actually disappointed that they don't have all of them.
Yeah, me too. And I'm going to change Legend. I'm going to put Epic here. And I'm going to change this Epic to Legendary.
Actually, I'm actually thinking, is there a way to actually put the rest of them on here?
I can add them, yes, as images.
Yes, because I think, I would love that. Yes, we should do that.
Right, so WrestleMania 36.
And for the rest of them, the rest of them all have to.
So it's WrestleMania 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41. But are we doing both nights or just one night?
Both of them.
Damn.
Because they all need to be dissected.
Yep, 36 was 2020. That was 2 nights.
Also, don't you find it weird? Don't you find it weird that we still don't actually know what match is main event in night one?
So first night is Boneyard.
And I actually think that the night one main event should be Brock versus Epiphany. Simply because the Cody versus Orton match has no heat to it.
Agreed.
It's more a mystery of who Randy Orton's talking to on the phone and why it's not the Rock one.
Let's see if we can upload this. Hold on. Boneyard's uploaded. And then night 2 is McIntyre Lesnar. Here's 37. Banks Belair. Reigns versus Bryan versus Edge. And then 38 was Lesnar versus Reigns.
Mm-hmm. And Kevin Owens versus Stone Cold.
Yeah.
And then you get into the cinema era.
Ugh.
Although my thoughts on those shows will actually shock you.
Interesting.
There will be a big gulf between. I'm just gonna spoil this now. There will be a big gulf between the 39 Night 2 and 40 Night 2 main events. But that's as much as I'll say. I won't say which one I think's better, but I will say there's a big difference between them.
That's fair. Almost there.
And also, looking through all of these main events makes me wonder how many more Roman Reigns main events are we gonna have to sit through?
Too many. WrestleMania 39 was Cody and the tag matches.
Yep.
Yeah. Sammy KO. God almighty. And then WrestleMania 40 was, well,
The tag match and the rematch.
yeah. Oh, please tell me you've not removed them all. Oh, fuck. I just uploaded them, this, removed them all. You piece of shit. There, I've uploaded them all at once. There we go. I've uploaded them all at once. Right. Let me get rid of that bloody thing.
Should we start in order steps?
Start whichever one you like.
Yeah, let's go in order. This will be fun. WrestleMania 1.
Yeah, WrestleMania 1 is the tag. Let me just see where is it? WrestleMania 1. There it is. It's average for me.
Yeah.
Because the only good thing about it is Roddy. WrestleMania 2, Hogan Bundy. Again, it's average.
Yeah. You've got to consider here that these are like the first Manias, so there's not really much to go off here.
Yeah. Now it's contention.
Yeah.
Hogan versus Andre.
I actually think that's diabolical. The only thing that's remembered about that match is the fact that he slammed Andre.
Yeah, I agree.
But other than that, there's basically a nothing match.
Yeah.
WrestleMania 4, on the other hand,
is epic.
Is going in epic.
Yeah, because Savage versus Savage versus DiBiase is absolutely incredible.
Mm-hmm.
WrestleMania 5, however, is Hogan versus Savage. Because he loved to ruin good things.
Mm. I mean, for what it was, I still think it was a good match. But I'd say no more than that, but
Yeah, same. WrestleMania 6, Warrior Hogan.
Horse shit.
Agreed. And I'm going to do the same with WrestleMania 7.
Exemplified by Hulk Hogan kicking out at 3.1 at the end of the match.
I'm going to argue that the next four, these are...
That's for the WrestleMania 10 one.
That's WrestleMania 9.
Oh, it is, yeah.
Yeah. WrestleMania 10 is that one, and that one, on the other hand, is very good.
Mm-hmm.
WrestleMania 11, Taylor versus
You know what?
Bam Bam.
I actually saw this match recently, and it's not as bad as people make it out to be.
It's actually...
It shouldn't have been.
It's average.
It shouldn't have been the main event. It shouldn't have been the main event, but it's
Agreed.
not as bad as people say it was, basically.
Yeah, it's average. It's actually better than Andre Hogan.
Mm.
WrestleMania 12.
This is another contentious one.
This is legendary. It's not the greatest, but it's like right in there.
That's definitely a contentious one. I can see where the legendary shouts come from. But then there's also the argument that it's an hour long and you don't actually get a full until overtime.
But that's the point. The whole point of the match is who's the best man in an hour. Neither man. We go to overtime. The whole story is who's the better mat wrestler.
But then in that case, Brett should have won.
I know. But he was got to take time off anyway, so...
Fair enough.
That shows me how unbiased I am. I could easily put that in greatest. I haven't. It's one of my favourite main events, though. WrestleMania 13, Taker versus Sid, is...
This match was...
It's good. It's not great.
It's good, but only because of the Bret Hart interferences, funnily enough.
Agreed. WrestleMania 14. Ugh. It's a hard watch.
Yeah.
I'm going to say
actually...
it's just good. But it's hard. Like, I would say good or average.
I'll put it in good, simply because Shawn was wrestling with a broken back, and
he's still done it for 20 plus minutes.
Yeah.
WrestleMania.
Although, to be fair, he knew if he didn't, he was going to get laid out backstage.
Absolutely. I'm going to put this one's easy.
Yeah.
WrestleMania 2000.
Oh, shit.
Because it should have just been Rock versus Triple H and Rock winning.
To be fair, that match was doomed from the Royal Rumble where they botched the winner.
Exactly. Where did that thing go? It's not the worst of all time, Dave.
No, it's the greatest of all time.
Exactly.
25th anniversary as well.
WrestleMania 18 is actually a decent main event. The problem is the match before it should have been the main.
Have been. Yeah.
Put it in good. Kurt versus Brock. I actually think it's legendary, despite the botched shooting star. That's what makes it better.
Yeah. I would actually argue that this shouldn't have been the main event either, and it should have been
Rock Austin.
Rock and Austin, yeah. Especially knowing that was the end for Austin, and it was The Rock finally getting his win back.
Yeah, I don't think it's overrated either. I don't get that either. People are
And
saying
plus,
it's overrated.
if Rock Austin was the main event, it would have made the Goldberg debut even better.
Agreed. I'm gonna shock you with my next one.
I'm putting that in the top tier.
Even though it's Triple H in it, I'm putting it in top tier because it's actually really good.
And even though it's got Benoit in it, you've got a fair play.
It's crazy. It's Kurt versus Eddie should have been the main.
But it was never going to be because, that man has to have every main event.
Agreed. WrestleMania 21.
Speaking of average.
Yep. WrestleMania 22.
Average.
Cena Triple H.
You know what? I'm putting that in. Actually, you know what? I don't know.
Tap out in hostile territory.
Yeah, you're not putting good for that. Everyone loves the crowd being angry at a result. That legendary, I'd say, for that.
I was 10 years old when this match happened. I watched the whole event.
I was 4.
It should have been the main event, but I can see why they done it.
It should have been Batista Undertaker.
Yep. This one for me.
That match. Yep.
It's Taker's best main event, in my opinion. It's better. It's better than the Shawn main event because Mania 25 is better, in my opinion. WrestleMania 25.
Worst of all time.
Yep. WrestleMania 26. I'm going to put it in legendary. I can't put it above this. I just can't. Even beside it, I can't.
Swiftly moving on.
He's in frozen Zen mode. What do you think of those two? Hot take: Reece being Undertaker's best Mania match. I think it's either the Edge match or Mania 25 against Shawn Michaels. But yeah, what do you think of those two?
Yeah. Wait, no. Ooh. I actually think that the WrestleMania 28 match was a decent match. I think it was the 29 match that was horseshit.
Fair enough. WrestleMania 30.
That can go in legendary because it's not as good as the other one.
I would have put either epic or very good.
Well, then that's
just
epic then.
Because it's just the moment, 31.
That's got to go at the top for me. That's because the match before the cash in was actually very good, and then the cash in itself puts it over the top for me.
So it goes. Where are you putting this?
I'd put it in the greatest of all time category.
Jesus.
But that's the only Roman Brock main event that's going there.
Right. Well, let's make this easy.
All of the next 4 are going in either horseshit or worst of all time.
Oh, definitely the worst of all time for me. Right. This horseshit.
And the only thing that stops it going from worst of all time is the fact that everyone was tired by that point, and you can't really blame that on the competitors.
I'm just putting them in order now. 2 seconds.
Well, in that case, you put 37 ahead of 38, 36.
Oh, yeah, so I did. Sorry. There you go. There we go.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that main event, that's another. Yeah. Well,
Because of
you only put that.
because of
You
those
know
two.
what?
Although the stack on pin, I was actually surprised he actually lived up to that. Right. Boneyard.
I think that's legendary.
Mm-hmm.
The other one, on the other hand, worst of all time. Yeah.
Yep. Austin versus Owens. For me, it's just epic. Because it's just funny.
Yeah. And the fact that it also wasn't supposed to be a match, but it ends up being a match.
Yeah. Reigns
then
versus Lesnar.
I'd say that's just average.
I would have said diabolical. Okay, let me fix that order. There we go. The tag match.
The thing, to be fair, for me, I would have put it in average just for the fact that it wasn't as bad as the 34 main event.
Okay.
Which I've noticed isn't actually on this list, which is hilarious.
I refuse to count it as a match. Oh, no, it's there. See?
Oh, is that? Yeah. I didn't even notice it. That's how bad it was.
I just put it straight in. Right. This tag match.
I actually think that was very good.
Okay.
I wouldn't go as far. Now, this is where you're going to see the gulf between the two main events.
This
The
is better than
WrestleMania
that.
30. Yeah, by far. I'm actually putting the 39 match in legendary.
You're putting in legendary.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, I don't like either or. I would have put it in unforeseen circumstances, but this is a democracy.
Yeah.
But I'm going to make an argument, and you can tell me what you think.
Right. I would say that the triple threat main event, I would say that is...
It's the Paul Heyman hand jobs.
Yeah. I would say if you took Paul Heyman out of that, it would have been epic. But I think just the reliance on Paul Heyman being the main factor of that feud, you can't put it any higher than average.
Mm-hmm.
I think that the tag match was diabolical.
Overdone.
But no, yeah, it's overdone. But honestly, I think that that's average as well.
Diabolical by proxy. Now this overdone piece of crap.
This is actually another weird one because I actually think the match between them was quite good until the interferences.
The first 15 minutes is actually decent wrestling. I've said this before.
I don't know if all of the interferences is that bad.
It's overkill. It's overkill to fuck. And this is just... Ugh.
Travis Scott, that's all you need to... Yeah.
This is abuse.
That is
post-traumatic wrestling
That's
disorder.
a disgrace. That is a disgrace to WrestleMania.
This main event, I'm dubbing it PTWD, post-traumatic wrestling disorder.
Yeah.
I just can't get over the fact that you've got this in the greatest of all time. I just can't.
I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but I really love that main event.
I'm gonna grant you one of these two, but it's not. I can't have it on the same level as these three, for example.
You can put it in. If it makes you feel, I think either one of the top three tiers, and you can understand that. I think.
All right. For the moment, I'll keep it for that.
Fair enough.
But that means.
But then But then surely for the moment you'd be putting the 26 match in the greatest of all time. Sure.
Yeah, but
If you're
then
doing if you're doing it based off moments.
I'm doing it for the whole thing plus a moment, which means, to be fair, Boyhood Dream. Ugh. To be fair.
Yeah, because this is the thing. If you're looking at it from moments, then this whole list is different. because that would mean that Cena's versus Rose would have to be the greatest of all time, because that's a moment. Because
yeah, shit one, but yeah,
and that would also mean that Cody Roman would have to be there as well, which no.
and I would never allow it.
No.
I'm actually thinking now. Mania 14 and very good.
Just for the fact that you gutted it out with the broken matches.
Yeah. But also by the sheer quality. I know I said legendary. I'm actually putting this up there.
Okay.
And the reason being is
Kurt Angle with a broken neck.
Mm-hmm.
And Brock Lesnar with a concussion towards the end.
Yeah. Sheer incredible will to win. But then
Like
you
it's
can say
actually, but it's actually not spoken about enough. The fact that they had Chris Benoit on standby to win the title the week before WrestleMania to do this match instead.
Exactly. Actually, see for it as well, because of test of endurance and ability. Fuck it, I am still putting the Iron Man in the top tier. It's
Fair enough, yeah.
workmanship, but I will give you that.
And I say that it's legendary because it's pretty much just the WrestleMania 20 main event, but just not as good.
Yeah. We'll see if the chat will change any before we disappear. See what the chat thinks.
I'm actually very interested to see what they think of this.
Mm-hmm.
I already know for a fact that they're going to tell you to put the WrestleMania 26 match in the greatest of all time.
They might. Bear in mind, this is a democracy. I am open to it. Arsenal beat Chelsea 3-2 to reach Champions League semi-finals for the women.
Wow.
Oh, well.
Man United lost as well, man.
Yeah. Dan says in all caps, no change.
Oh, well, there's no change. They seem to be in agreement with us for once.
Very, very good.
Although that is 3 of... I don't actually... Let's see, how many people are actually in the chat?
3.
Just 3?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I guess that's it then. If 3 of 3 are saying no change, I guess that's it.
Mm-hmm. There. Oof. 176 combined views tonight.
Very impressive.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's called Sack the Manager. Ugh. Any closing comments before we go?
I'm looking forward to Dynamite tonight,
Me too.
and I will
Me
have my eyes peeled.
Yeah, I'm really intrigued. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in. Like, share, and subscribe, and we'll see you Friday. Yeah, Friday.
Hopefully, we will be joined by Temple for that.
Yeah, we'll just do some similar. We'll just do tier lists all night and stuff like that. Wah. See you guys later.
Good night to all three of you that are still in the chat.